I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show!
Live from the Xfinity studio. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. It's Good Friday. Happy Good Friday to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook Online Casino app and all of our friends at Xfinity and wow. We love it. Oh, last night was a killer. Can I do a violation? I need to commit a violation. Right off the start, I got to commit a violation. I never complain about officiating. It's not my thing, and I just think it's kind of the lowest of the low, right, to complain about. Officials are officials. But I got to break my own rule. Because last night, the officiating in the Flyers game was one of the worst I've ever seen. It was horrible. It was terrible. There could have been 4 penalties that I would have called on Detroit. And I don't know what they were. The first penalty on Martone was ridiculous. It was horrible. It was woeful. And that was such a crushing loss last night. Oh, God. Oh, it was terrible. And can I tell you, I think I'm smitten. I love watching them play. Freaking Porter Martone is unreal. He had 9 shots on goal last night. 9. He could have had 13. He missed 4 shots, missed the net 4 times. The kid is as active as you can get. Oh, he's a blast. And then you got Forrester back. He's all over the ice. I got to tell you, man, I don't think I've been this excited. Like, I was pumped up over Michkov last year, and I remain so. But, my God, that was just incredible. I mean, watching them is just amazing. Absolutely amazing. They're a blast. It sucks that they lost that game. Sucks. I want a playoff so bad. I don't want the season to end. Like, here's the great news is you could see it. So after the game, I was all like in hockey mode, and I was watching Maple Leaf Sharks. And Toronto's, in a tank, right? And the whole talk between periods, because it was Hockey Night in Canada was the broadcast, and the whole talk between periods was about Austin Matthews and whether or not he would be up for a rebuild and how they're probably going to trade him. So all I kept thinking about, I had a conversation with Charlie O'Connor, the great Charlie O'Connor, does such a great job covering the Flyers for all PHLY. So he and I were talking yesterday, and I've been giddy. Like, I love these stories. Like, when my favorite, there's nothing better than when your team is elite, right? Like, the Eagles are an elite team. Like, whatever the brain thinks or whatever is out there to ether, they're a contender. Like, that's it. The Eagles are a contender. I love when a team is like just about to pop, just about to just be a rocket ship and go to the moon like they are now. And the Flyers are at that spot, right? Like, we saw the Sixers there, and it, fizzled, and the rocket ship just sputtered and never took off. But this Flyers team, they're right there. So I'm talking to Charlie, and Charlie brings up Austin Matthews. And he's like, you never know, right? Like, if he's on the market, the Flyers will do whatever they can to trade for Austin Matthews. And then you watch the game, right? Like, we had baseball practice last night, and I'm watching it on my phone, and I go home, I rewatched a couple first period, and I'm like, all right. And then I got the Sharks Maple Leafs on, and I'm like, and they're talking about the Austin Matthews and about being traded. And like this could be the move, right? Like if they want to just kind of start fresh and rebuild the whole thing, and you get Austin Matthews, like he's had a bad year for Austin Matthews, right? My God, that would be just ridiculous. That would be unbelievable. You want to talk about the building, like going bananas? Wow, that would be amazing. It would be amazing. But you got one more shot. Like you just can't lose now, right? Like so, you got to beat the Islanders. Luckily, the rest, a lot of the losing to the Wings hurt. But Carolina took care of business against Columbus, so that was good. But, man, one of these games, if they won both of them, they would be in the playoffs right now. Like, they would be in a playoff spot. So tonight, Isles got to win. Sunday afternoon, Easter Sunday, which is a great, like, we could nestle in Sunday afternoon and watch Flyers hockey. That's good. Anyway, we'll get into that. We'll get into Sixers tonight, back at it. We'll see. They need to finish strong. We know about that. We'll get into that for the weekend. And, of course, it's a big football day. Mikey G will join us coming up in about 15 minutes or so. Baldy today. We got Danny D, TV Todd, who I know is fired up. So we got the whole thing. And last night, all I kept thinking about is, what's missing? What's missing last night? The Phillies. The Phillies are missing. Like, where the Phillies at? Isn't it funny? Like, when season starts, and Danny D said this to me, and he's so right. Like, when they don't play, you're feeling like out of sorts. Like, where the Titans at? Where the Phillies at? Where the Phillies at? BG, good morning.
Good morning. Happy Good Friday. Dude, we got 4:10 baseball leading right into hockey today. It's perfect Friday afternoon.
It is.
Get out of work early.
It is perfect.
Get on your couch or your bar, gather with your friends at 4 o'clock for the Phils. We'll see some bombs in Colorado.
Yes.
Take care of the Islanders.
Yes.
Dude, and Martone, I'm looking at Martone's first two NHL games. He leads the team on shots with 14. He leads the team with individual chances at 20. His shot percentage is 87.88, which is first on the team. The kid is everywhere. The shot bet, that's the easiest bet there was to make yesterday. He had like 5, and before you know it, he's got 5 shots. I had him over 3 shots for a parlay. Unbelievable.
Well, it was funny. I gave you that parlay. If they would have won, they would have hit.
Oh, we all would have been making money. They would have won.
Would have hit. I didn't. I was just throwing it out there, but I was like, I smelled a point. I smelled shots.
Yeah,
and I thought they were going to win last night. I really did.
The kid's everywhere. So the man's name is Cody Beach. He stinks. That's the referee last night. And I get he's a rookie. He's a second game. And, I'm all about stone breaking a little bit. But, come on, he made a fool of himself last night. There's the one he's got the interference with. Johansson, I think, is it interferes with. And he questions, like, what's going on? And the guy, like, grabs him by the shirt and is lecturing him. Like, what?
Listen, Rook.
Grabbing him by the shirt?
First of all, the penalty was not... That was ridiculous. That wasn't a penalty.
No, it's a TK who ripped the dude's helmet off. Like, right, that's the penalty to call.
I know. What are you talking about? And then when he grabbed him, it's like, dude, that's an interference.
Who are you to just grab a guy? You're not breaking up a fight.
What are you doing? Yeah. That was it. But dude, the kid is good.
You bring some energy in life, man.
Oh, I love the kid.
He needs a center.
The kid. Oh. He needs also marks last night.
Of course you are.
It was like 10:30, 11 o'clock. End of the first period. That's all they're talking about.
Oh, yeah?
All they were talking about is, hey, what's it going to be? Is it a rebuild or a retool?
Yeah, well, when you said it, I just looked up Austin Matthews' news, and it's all about his future with the Leafs. They're going to have a long talk with him about the future of the Leafs. Does he want to be here? Of course he doesn't want to be there for a rebuild.
Well, could you imagine?
Feel bad for Ruby and everything.
I know. I love the Chief. I love Chief, but
they have
Austin,
terrible luck.
How old's Austin Matthews?
28 or 29? I think he's under 30.
Yeah, I thought he was 28.
He's 28.
20. Okay,
he'll be 29 in September.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, dude. You imagine you got Austin Matthews?
Yeah, I can.
Like,
Makes me happy.
like that would be. That's it.
That's a solid top line.
That's it. Can you imagine that? Oh, let's go.
Can they just find a defenseman somewhere?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Get a D1.
Sanheim with that turnover late.
I
Just
know.
a breaker.
I know.
Breaker.
That was such a. That was a tough game, man.
Hockey. I thought the tie would come a little lower, but man, there's the goal they call like no goal for interference, whatever. They gather and they still together say no. Tocchet loses his mind. You see him get the bleep over here.
I know.
Get the bleep over here.
I know.
But there's energy. There's life. I went out with 3 buddies last night just to watch the game. The New Wave Cafe had like 7 or 8 other guys there just to watch the game. People are into this run right now. They're waiting. They're waiting for the Flyers to be good out there.
Yeah, it's you know that they're on the precipice.
People feel it. They're sniffing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is an energy about
There
that.
is.
There's an energy about them. I find them enjoyable to watch. I like. Listen, sports is my happy place, right? Like, forget about it being my vocation. It's still my happy place. Like, I love to watch a game. All the other talk, and we'll do it today because we're going to have Mikey G and Baldy, and we'll have to talk about the Hurts story because that's what it is. You know, I know it's probably antithetical to my career, which is not enjoying soap opera stuff. Like, I like games. I just enjoy I like to watch games. I love competition. Yes. I love the games themselves. I love the strategy of team sports. Like all 4 sports, I love the strategy. I love to watch the games, dissect them. I enjoy them. I still about Mikey Miss. He's like, Mikey and I, like Mike was an incredible talk show host, right? Like just incredible. Like he knew how to push buttons. He knew,
especially with Flyers fans.
He was great. He's just great talk show host. I never liked that part of it. I just like talking about the game. I like stories that I write about the hero's journey, which I love. But talking about sports, I like the games.
You like analyzing the game.
I do. I like the games. And he used to tell me, dude, too sportsy.
Oh, yeah?
Too sporty.
Too sportsy.
Too sporty.
I agree with him. Let's call it Mike.
Like
this guy is too sportsy.
Too sporty, right?
Yeah.
And I get it because it's entertainment, right? Like, it's probably why I never really wanted to do the get-ups and all that nonsense. These takes and all this stuff. It's just,
I get it.
It's just horrible. Like, I'm listening. Somebody was talking about Harper, and it's just bad. Oh, he's not. He's too yoked.
Now we're analyzing his body fat composition and muscle composition.
It works against you long term. The less muscular guys are better. Are we really having this conversation?
A beanpole on first base?
Like, are we really having this conversation? Like, that's just it's horrific. I just extract the joy out of watching it. Again, if I want to disappear in life, I want to watch a game. I enjoy a game. I love to watch a game. And talking about this stuff drives me nuts.
This is what you're like, because being in the music business, I'm like before shows or backstage, so the pagan will come with me. And people pay VIPs to see a sound check. She hates it. She's like, I don't want to see anything that goes on beyond the show of the show. Just give me the performance. I don't want to see the backstory. I don't want to see drama, nothing. Just give me the performance. And you're the same. Just give me the game. I want the game.
I like the game. Yeah. And the drama stuff. Like,
so you're not a reality TV guy.
No.
A lot of us are. A lot of us do like the drama.
Right,
yes.
Right.
Give me some drama.
That's probably the difference of it. Like, I don't like reality TV. I think it's fake. Like, if you're in a locker room, right? We've all played sports at whatever level. You don't have to be playing at the big league level, right? If you're around, if you've been around sports, you played on a team, it's human nature. You're going to have guys you don't like. You're going to have jealousy. There's egos. It's high competition. It's highly competitive. So you're going to have all this stuff.
I mean, I think if I ask you a kid you played with that you hated without naming names, that kid name pops to the head. Yeah, I got the names too.
Guys you played against, guys you played with. Yeah. Like, it just is what it is. Like,
it's like, this kid made the team again. I hate
sports.
playing with this kid.
That's not interesting.
Right.
Like, that's just human relationships and how we get along as humans.
Exactly. Yes.
Human beings.
Yes.
But that's the flaw of people, right? Like, that's what we are. I don't need all this stuff. Yeah. Like, I don't.
Well, the problem is when there's no games going on. What's our sustenance? We need the drama. We need it. There's nothing going on right now.
No, you're right. Like, I find it like the draft's coming up, right? Yeah. So I will go and watch tape, and like I like kids, and I want to see the art of movement.
Yeah, but you're an anomaly. How many people, other than the first round or maybe the first 2 rounds after that, nobody knows who these guys' names are.
I'm not saying I get it. I believe me, intellectually, I understand. But that's why I can't. But I can't do that. If I'm really upset or I can't be fake about stuff.
Oh, and I know.
And I can't have a stupid conversation with sports. Like talking about Bryce Harper being too yoked. It's just dumb. It's dumb. It's like you like if I was like
Aaron Judge too yoked as well.
The Lord of sports media. Yeah, you're out. Like get out. Go away. Hello, Carlo. You get the piano wire.
Can I? All right. So there's 2 stats I want to run by you since you bring up Harper. If your leadoff batter is hitting 167, number 2 holes 174, 3's 136, and your 4-hole hitter's 208, is that a reason to concern? I don't know. Ask the Dodgers, because Jason Stark is around saying that's what's going on with the Dodgers. Their top 4 hitters having abysmal starts. I will retort.
I love Jason, but
I will retort that they've won 2 World Series, so they get a little more patience.
Like this is like diving into numbers the first week of the season is pointless. Oh, well, Bryce Harper's exit velo is ranked 213th right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Well, it's 88. Why? Because, let's see, he's had bad at-bats. He threw his bat at the ball a couple times. I mean, isn't that to be expected? Like, when you have a few – if we're talking like this and he's 200th on May 31st, all right, like, let's have a conversation about it. The first week.
Well, here's what I can't not be upset about that, but then also find excitement in Garcia's exit velo. Garcia's exit velo is smoking hot right now. So I'm like, all right, he's going to have a good year. And then I can't dismiss Bryce's bad.
I dismiss both of them because it's a week. Baseball's not to be quantified in a week.
All right.
You just don't have enough games. You don't have enough sample. I get it. It's conversation. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's come on. I mean, it's a week of baseball, man. In March. In March, when the weather's what the weather is, this is like a name.
200 what? 15th?
At 2, Brute, at 2.
Hey, let's also give props. I'm jumping all around here. I got ADHD today.
You have it every day.
Yeah, Forrester just walks on the ice and scores a goal last night.
Good, dude.
Yeah, the guy's been out for what, 4 months?
He busts his ass, get back.
Comes out and just scores a goal.
He looked good.
Yeah.
He looked good. He was active, first line.
So it's like they got to get to the playoffs. You're like, all right, they bring the
first
kid
line
up.
Look good.
Yeah, they get Forrester back. They got to make the playoffs.
The best thing about Martone, besides how great he is, but one of the sleeper pieces of it is his impact is going to go on Michkov. Yeah. Because, you're not the shiny toy anymore.
No, he's raising the bar.
Right? It's like, yo, dude.
It's teenagers coming.
Right? Now it's on you to go competition.
Yes.
Right? It's competition.
Teenager, niet.
Right?
Let's go. Yeah.
I mean.
A little kick in the butt.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah. Because he wasn't, he didn't have any major defensive lapses last night, but he was kind of non-existent on the offensive end last night.
Yeah.
And then the kids all over the place getting shot after shot.
I know. I mean, he was like, come on, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, and you know, you're starting to collect assets though. That's what excites me.
Yeah.
Tasty Cake Dom. No Embiid tonight, Ant.
Again? He's sick again? Oh.
I
got
love
tonight?
poor Dom. Here's the thing with them. I can't, like, there's nothing to think about until the playoffs.
Well,
Like wherever whether they're
you
going to
don't want to
slide
be in
in.
the play-in.
You don't, but it is what it is. What's the schedule? You got when San Antonio, Houston's next week.
Yeah.
Do you have it in front of you?
I will in a second. They got Minnesota tonight.
Right.
Detroit tomorrow. Monday, San Antonio. Thursday, Houston.
Right. These 4 are tough games.
I thought he would play tonight. Man, oh
I don't know
man.
what he's sick.
Well, he's not going to. They're probably not going to do it back to back Friday, Saturday. So they save him for Saturday,
Yeah.
Monday, Thursday.
You got to play Detroit. It's Detroit.
Detroit, Spurs, Rockets.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. But here's the thing. I don't know until I see the first round matchup.
Look at these scores. I get a notification. Bryce Harper posted a video on TikTok just now. Man, 0 for 4. 0 for 4 tonight. He's probably busy.
Stop with the TikTok again.
Why do I get a notification? I'm looking up Sixers things. I get a pop-up.
Shut up. Shut up.
You want to see what it's about?
No.
During the break. I'll just see what the topic is about.
I don't care.
Is he cooking or drinking, Ethan, today? Is he cooking up something or drinking something today?
Oh, Ethan, don't play into him. Don't play into him. Again, it goes everything. I know. Too sporty. Too sporty.
I wish he'd be more sporty, less TikToky.
Stop with it. Well, you're the one seeking it out.
It's worse when you know it's stuff that doesn't work.
Right.
I don't care what you're doing. It's bad.
Yes.
Why? Why does roll milk? What's wrong?
You shouldn't be drinking
Why?
raw milk. Come
I
on.
don't. So what?
It makes you sick.
I don't know about that. I don't. I like the milk in Italy.
Is that pasteurized?
It's better. I don't know. It's better. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't really care. All right, just go hit a double and a home run and call it a day. We got lots to get to. Coming up, Mike E.G. from the NFL Network. We'll go deep dive into all the NFL stuff. Coming up next, beats with Baldy. We'll tip into a little draft, the whole thing. And then our buddy, Danny D, the AD, all in. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's always the best. All right. Let's talk about our friends, shall we? Let's talk about Parks Casino Street, the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Let's go back at it one more time. 3 shots, Martone. A point.
3. Let's get more odds. Get 5.
A point. And don't get greedy. And a Flyers W tonight. All right? That's your same game parlay. And then throw in a Phillies win, too. They're going to win tonight.
Yeah, they should take at least
All
3.
You can have some fun over Easter weekend and make downtime your fun time on the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. All your favorite casino games, blackjack, roulette, craps, the hottest slots around. Cash Eruption. That's your slot game, right?
Yep.
New customers can try their luck. 250 spins on the Gold
Trio Leprechaun's Luck.
Gold Trio Leprechaun's Luck is the game. 250 free spins plus up to $1,000 casino bonus back. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
For the past 30 years, Golden Nugget Jewelers has operated out of the very same location in the heart of Philadelphia. Customers from across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, even Baltimore, New York City have come to Golden Nugget Jewelers to find that perfect engagement ring, or wedding band, or gift. Their staff is highly trained and dedicated to providing a personalized experience. I've gone there a couple of times. I had to replace a diamond in a ring. I had to get a necklace. They're not pushy. The staff is super informative. It's just a great shopping experience. They have a vast selection of engagement rings and wedding bands, along with high-end watches, fashion jewelry, sparkling diamond necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and everything else you could think of. You receive a final cleaning and written appraisal with every engagement ring purchase. And Golden Nugget Jewelers, they're family-owned. They've been operating since 1987, right there on Chestnut Street at 8th in downtown Philadelphia. You deserve an expert, and you deserve the best price. Golden Nugget Jeweler, where Philly gets engaged. Visit goldennuggetjewelry.com to learn more and get that special gift.
Football writer who loves his flyers, South Philly to Jersey. He's the NFL's Mike G.
There he is, the great Mikey G on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line, and of course the Eagles and the NFL and the incessant drama that follows this team. That is our big takeaway, brought to us by our friends at Xfinity. Xfinity. Hello, Michael. How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah. I'm all right. Vivian woke us up early. I just need a little more time. I got a migraine. I get migraines every couple of months. I don't know why, but you get
They're the
flashing.
worst. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's usually gone after a night's sleep, but this one hung around and still battling through it. We'll make it.
You're the man, buddy. Why does the drama follow this team?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, every other team has, like, if Josh Allen and the Bills were in Philly, think about how much we would have dissected every single year and the way that they make their dramatic exits and all that stuff. You know, the Rams always have a little bit of something going on, it seems like, and just for some reason it's the Eagles. And you know, for Howie to have to every single year deal with something, right, is pretty amazing. I mean, other general managers are dealing with it. It's just nobody else is breaking it down the way that they do it in that market. It's unlike anything. I mean, it's, you know, I went from Philly to New York market, and I was like, oh, this is going to be 10 times worse. No, it was not. It's the Philly market is still, that's the hardest one in the league to play in, and to put a roster together, and it's incredible, really is.
Well, we did the same path. It was, to me, it was always baseball. New York had all the drama, but I think it's just the amount of clicks, like the fact that the fans. It's just a story, right? Like, we'll put aside, there's real drama, and it's not invented. But I think nationally, and you could speak to this, I mean, the Eagles are a story because they do numbers, man. The Eagles fans they're highly engaged.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to pitch to your editors the story on Jalen Hurts and why he's actually more of a problem than, and I'm just, that's the way they phrased it, right? We'll get into it, but if you're gonna pitch that, yeah, they're gonna embrace that, and whether it's ESPN, The Athletic, you know, we're not we anymore. Now we're, you know, but NFL.com wouldn't piece something. I mean, but they used to. It'll do numbers. It'll grab the public's attention. It's a lightning rod type deal, and those guys took a lot of heat on social media yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever it was. A lot of heat. And I don't know how wrong they were.
Well, it's odd in that Jalen has become a sacred cow in Philadelphia. Like, which is odd.
The opposite of Donovan, the opposite of Randall, right? They didn't, I mean, I understand they didn't win Super Bowls, right? I get that part of it. But those guys took so much heat. Randall took so much heat, you know?
The Randall thing I never got. But again, you're younger than me. I was young during that period, and I don't really.
It was the old heads.
I don't remember why.
It was a different style of football. They weren't used to seeing the running quarterbacks. And the old heads were like, what is this? Like,
yeah.
because he had that back eye, the hat. I'm still scrambling.
Yeah. He was flamboyant. He would have been like an incredible cover today. He would have been a superstar today. Like, he would have been awesome. I'm back scrambling.
I is the one player I've never seen anybody ever that's been like him ever.
Never.
Randall was Randall, and there's been nothing like it. Like Michael Vick and other running quarterbacks. You can sort of group them together. I mean, Vic, you could say Vic was, on another level, but like Randall's style of play and the way that he threw the ball and the way that he ran and the way that he looked, his body type, there's been nothing like Randall.
Now, but I thought Lamar was probably, when Lamar's cooking, was close to it. Because Lamar's arm is pretty special.
Yeah.
No, Randall looked elegant.
Yes.
But exactly, those long arms and the way the flowing motion that he had.
Gallop. He would gallop.
Yeah. But we're getting off point. The point is, those guys took heat. Donovan took heat. Randall took heat. And nobody else in my era was really around long enough for me to kind of put in that. But you're right. Jalen has been, that's my quarterback. Don't touch my quarterback type of a defense, which is great. I appreciate that. I love the fact that people feel passionately about it. This year is going to be a big year. And that's why, the point of their story was that it's at a crossroads. Yeah, I think that's fair. They're at a crossroads because right now it's going to be a different style of offense and some different things that they haven't been doing. And if he doesn't play well in it, then you got to make some time. I mean, look, I've been sitting on the show and I said that Howie's going to have to make a decision at some point here. Does he want to continue to move forward with Jalen as his quarterback? Does he feel like everything he possibly could get out of him has already been exhausted? This year could be a year where we find that answer out.
Yeah. It's interesting because the Mannion piece of the puzzle is so vital, right? Because you can say whatever you want about his shortcomings within the offense and the passing game, but I still go back to that last play, and they're all sitting there shrugging, and he's like, 4 verts. Let's run our 4 verticals. That's the play because that's his comfort zone.
Okay. You run that back. How did that go? How did that go based on what you heard and what you believe?
Okay, so I know this. Yeah. I know this intimately. All right. So So there was a little consternation by the OC on what to call, and so they called timeout. And the OC was kind of trying to figure out what he was slow on the call, on what he wanted to do. Nick comes over. They had a conversation about it.
Slow. Before the timeout or in that huddle?
Before the timeout, he was slow. They call timeout. He cut there. They have a conversation about it. And ultimately, Jalen's the one who said, let's run that play.
I concur. And it was written that way in that story. I agree with that. Yes, that and Nick and but that's what's so some of the social media stuff I saw was, trying to pin that on Jalen, and you could see from the interaction, reading the body language that he didn't like the call. I said, okay, look, I just you got to let people report what they report, and you can't be sitting me at home on the couch not even reading or lips or having a microphone. Like I could tell from body language what was happening. Yeah, that was something that Jalen was comfortable with. And look, that's why I go back to like the heat that Patullo and Sirianni took last year. Oh, the stops and mirrored routes and all this stuff. You don't think that they know motion and some of these other route combinations?
Right, but it's Patullo, but it's also Patullo and Nick's job to get the quarterback to buy in and get the quarterback to understand the why.
Which is what this year is going to be about, right? That's what this year is going to be about. That's why the fresh idea is the guy from the outside to bring it in. Now, the other part of it is, and in this story that McManus and Fowler did, and this was the untold part of it, that Jalen and Kellen were sort of not vibing by the time we got to the end of the Super Bowl season, right? And things are a little different when your offensive line is kicking the hell out of the defensive lines and you're getting 5 yards a clip. And, they didn't have that last year. And all of a sudden everything combusted. So How is this new offense? And you better hope your offensive line stays healthy and you get back to that, because you're introducing new concepts. You want to make it easier on them. You better make sure that you get yourself a running game. So
Yeah, look, that's the first part of this, is to resuscitate the run game. You know, like, I already know that's their whole focal point in this whole offense is to resuscitate that thing.
Yeah, you need that based on the concepts and the philosophy of the offense. You better be able to run the football, because everything else off of that's not going to work.
I think this is interesting why we have Mike here, who's a national guy, because just some of the responses in the chat. Calling Jalen a sacred cow after getting the Eagles a Super Bowl twice, having two of the best performances all time is bananas. Wonder why he's revered. Someone else says the only reason reporters take shots at Jalen is because they know he won't say anything.
Sacred cow is a compliment. Do you understand what a sacred?
I missed that. Yeah, I think that
sacred cow. I think you misunderstand what a sacred cow is.
Well, no. While
sacred
the
cow,
fans consider him a sacred cow because he did all this stuff, that's why he's so revered by the fans.
But that's not ridiculous to say he's a sacred cow. He's a sacred cow. He's above criticism when there's a true line of delineation in his success, and it all goes back to the RPO offense. When they ran an RPO offense, he was there. He balled out. We could talk about the Super Bowl season all day long. Mike just said it. He was more of a passenger than the guy that drugged him on his shoulder in that season.
Right. Now, I don't know. I mean, there's probably a chat going on right now about that part. Like, I wouldn't go so far as to say he was a passenger. I mean, I would.
You get my point. It's more of, listen. They I mean, I talked to Kellen Moore. They went back to a downhill run game. That was their identity. Obviously, Jalen was a huge part of it. He's the quarterback. But It wasn't like he threw them to a Super Bowl. Like, come on.
But he's never going to be that guy, Ant, right? He's just not. That's not his style of play, and that's not who he is. And that's why he went in the second round instead of the first round, right? I mean, you still go back to that. He's not that guy that's just going to sit there in the pocket and you're going to rebuild your offense around him. I mean, the stuff about him being reluctant to throw into zones, go back to week 1 of last season against Dallas. Remember how much he scrambled that night and how much he didn't pull the trigger. And that was the early indication. I mean, even after that game, a lot of folks were not happy. And that's when the whole early part of the season that it wasn't passing the eye test. Oh, well, but we're 3-0 or whatever they started. But we're 3-0. Yeah, and then it caught up to them, and eventually it did. And you can't win the NFL that way. Frankly, I go back to this. I'm still so impressed they made the playoffs last year. I'm still so impressed they won as many games as they did, considering how many problems they had.
They have a great defense. I mean, first of all,
that was the end of my sentence. But yes,
yeah. I mean, when that RPO offense was clicking, he was a huge weapon because he was throwing the ball down the field. But it's like everything else in this league. When defensive coordinators make adjustments, that's what happens. Now,
the one thing that I would love to figure out on all this, not to cut you off, but I did, sorry, is how much of his problems with AJ are football and how much their personality, because I think it's both, obviously, right? And I don't know. I keep saying this. I've heard enough to feel like I've got a decent grasp on it. I don't have a great grasp on it. And I've heard both sides of it. And I don't point the finger either way because I feel like it's two guys that just have their own opinion of their relationship and their football relationship and their personal relationship. I would love AJ to sit down honestly and tell me it started with football or it started with personality, but and it's 75% football, 20, because I think that's a big part of his beef.
Yeah, I always thought it was more football than personality, than differences. I mean, Jalen is a very different kind of guy. Like, he's completely different than AJ. He's way more, introverted than
and he's prideful, right? So if something is born of a football issue and you're saying, hey, we need you to do more of X, he doesn't embrace it as much.
Yeah.
Whether it's his teammates or his coaches, and that was part of their story that they wrote about how he was resistant to change and resistant and feeling like, no, we can continue to succeed the way that I've been doing things and the way that I'm making decisions on the field. That's a part of it. So now you're introducing all new concepts. How is he going to embrace it? How is he? And I'm sure he's publicly going to say the right things, and we need to see how it goes in the spring and the summer. Really need to see how it goes in the fall when you're playing live defenses that don't want you to succeed and are going to do things to stop you from succeeding.
So I look at it and like I'll take the hope part of it and go. I remember that Chargers game, and I know he threw a couple picks in that game, but he also made a couple nice throws in that game that were over the middle, right? Like I'm hoping with all the support around them and diving deeper into this offense, having play action, getting your footwork down correctly, all that stuff, that it'll lead to success.
That'd be nice. Be a nice storyline, right? I don't care either way. I don't root anymore.
I'm just giving you.
But
listen, I'm the idiot with the Eagles sweatshirt on, so
I know, but it'll make for good fodder. It'll make for great post game quotes from a prideful kid that's going to want to tell you, you underestimated me.
Yeah.
It might even rekindle some relationships in that locker room. I don't. And the other way is going to be a good story for the media too, as well. So this is going to be. You talk about clicks. It's going to be an entertaining season in Philadelphia for football, no matter what happens. And we're going to be spending a lot of time in Philly. Sal Pal and I. Probably not together anymore because we're coming from the same budget.
Do you know what you're how they're gonna? Yeah.
Do you know? No.
No.
Do you know? No. What
no
about
idea.
no?
No idea.
Well, listen, we've had Zoom call after Zoom call, and they've been great. And the folks that leadership is out in LA right now in the NFL Network studios. Trying to figure out who we are, what they want us to be, what we can all be together, and it's gonna be great. I mean, they want us to succeed. They want us to be a part of what they do. They like a lot of the elements that we've got. And listen, we've been doing it with spit and duct tape for the last couple of years because you've got a network that you're selling off and you're merging. I shouldn't say selling off because it's a merger, and so we've been leaned out a little bit over the last couple of years, and now you've got a sports-driven organization that wants things to go well, and the NFL Network is going to be better than it's been the last couple of years. So we're excited about that.
That's awesome. Hey, let's talk about the rule changes because the idea of the replacement refs, like they're getting this in place that if there's something that's egregious, that it could be overturned from New York?
Yeah. I mean, they basically the fail Mary situation that we had with the Packers and the Seahawks years ago. They don't want that to happen again. And look, it's partly preparing for that. It's also, a negotiating ploy to say to the replacement officials, oh, you think let's see how they do without us. They'll have another fail Mary. No, we won't, because New York will be able to overrule that. Now you'll have little calls that they, it's not like they're going to step in and say, well, that wasn't holding and change that. It's going to be just a pivotal point of the game. No, we're going to correct that. You guys got that way wrong type thing. So there still will be elements of, well, these guys as good as the NFL officials, which they've always felt like, well, see, you criticize us, see how you do without us type thing. So that's the reason for that. Now they did also with permanently, or at least not permanently, but the 1 year change with full-time officials, that they can start not only throwing guys out of games, but also throw the flag if they miss it on the field. We had a situation last year with DK Metcalf was one, or I don't know what year it was, and Josh Jobe in the Super Bowl threw a punch, but there was no flag on the field, so they couldn't eject them. Now they can eject them, and added to that they can throw a flag as well. So
wow,
they're tiptoeing. They're tiptoeing toward New York having more of a say on Sundays. It's going to be hard because you don't want to draw that line of when and how do they throw flags, but we're moving toward that. And people think that that's a good thing because you want to be able to officiate and catch as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, the only thing that scares me is like when you're talking about pass interference, and
I mean,
you don't want to be like flag heavy.
I've always thought keep it to the last 2 minutes of the game, right? Maybe something like that. Now, somebody can make the point, well, the pass interference that took away a touchdown at the end of the second quarter
has an impact on it. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if you're going to do it, I'm saying it should be limited to pivotal points, because then you just it's a slippery slope.
You're overly litigious, and like it'll slow the game down, and I like I don't want to play to happen, and it's like, oh, New York, we're waiting for New York, and they're like this, and it's like, and then all of a sudden the flag comes out, and you're like, oh my God. I can just see it.
It's gonna, and by the same token, you don't want to have a Saints situation years ago, which led to the pass interference review, which was not great. It didn't go well. I mean, that I think having that sort of illustrates that, I do think it's going to be hard to go back to that stuff, right? Like pass interference or holding. I think it's more going to be just completely blatantly obvious. Like the Stafford, who got his face mask? I think it was Stafford.
Yeah.
Got his face mask pulled in the end zone and completely missed it. It's like you'd like to be able to, and again, that was in the last 2 minutes of the game. You'd like to be able to say, whoa, all right, we missed that. Here it comes from New York.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes perfect sense to me. That works. One last thing to put to bed with the Eagles. There's a lot of consternation about what the success could be. Like, we have a professional bettor who's like, this is a 7-win, 8-win team.
Yeah, Brain, right?
Yes, which and even my man Tasty Cake Dom is like, I don't know, man. I got bad vibes about this season. And I just still go, they got a great defense. And I'm not being Joe Homer here, but I'm just looking at it. And I look at the rest of the division, and I go, all right, well, the Giants are going to be better. The Cowboys should be better defensively. I still don't like what Washington did with their roster. I still look at the Eagles' defense and go, well, that's something I believe is concrete.
Yeah, and we went through the schedule. Not a lot there to be scared of either. Not just in the division, but some of their non-divisional games. I mean, it should be a playoff team, right? I mean, it just, and you go, oh, okay, you're introducing this whole new offense and these new concepts, and it's not gonna be a disaster.
No,
right? I mean, now
you still got Saquon Barkley. Like I'm
Correct,
sorry,
right.
The O-line, at least to start, should be healthy.
They should, right? Exactly. You don't want to have Landon suffer an injury in training camp the way that he did last year and just never really recover from that. And I don't see 7 wins. I see 9 to 10 again, right? At the very least. And there's an upside there. And isn't
right as a floor, right?
Yes, right, exactly. So that's kind of what I see right now from these guys. And I there's still talent. As much as I talk about how he's got a thing to deal with every year, he does a great job. And he tried to be creative when it came to the AJ deal to get it done. And I don't think that's necessarily been put to bed. I mean, June 2nd, we'll see what happens. I think that's now the target for when this thing could get done. So, it's still a good team, man. It's still a good team, one that we're going to be covering games well into November and December.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, buddy, what do you got for Easter? What are you doing?
Bouncing around.
Are you going to dress the girls up?
Yeah.
Like we used to do back in the day?
No bonnets and bows. They don't do that anymore, but they'll be in their Sunday best. I'll wear some bright colors. But I've got like our grandmothers and great grandmothers would be rolling in their graves if they knew I was wearing jeans on Sunday, right? I mean, it's but that's where we are.
I know. It's times have changed, buddy.
A lot of Passyunk Avenue stores went down after the Easter dress code came down to Sunday casual.
My cousin Joey had he's got Boys Town, Girls Town, and he would sell the white suits and the dresses.
Yeah. He's still kicking though. Somebody went there recently and saw him. That store
he does all the uniforms.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
you can't that business is still alive and kicking. That's good. And listen, I send my kids to Catholic school. I don't want to have to wake up every day and think about what they're gonna wear. They get these dress down days, and then it's like I'm fighting with Vivian about what to wear. I don't want that. Please, so
I
give me
know.
the.
Believe me, like, you used to see what Moscow is out when they have a dress down day, because they go to Catholic school. When they have a dress down day, I'm like, look, like, dude, did you look at yourself in the mirror? Sweats, like.
Well, I don't worry about that. That's the opposite. I mean, I went to an all boys high school, and I wouldn't change that at all. I mean, I wish we did more with Goretti and more of the overlap. Like, we really didn't. They didn't really foster that part.
My Anthony goes to an all boys high school, and he's oh man, girls' daddy. Be nice to see girls.
Well, yeah, but I enjoyed going every day, and like we were in our element, and we didn't have to worry about being on our best behavior. And yeah, you showed up. I mean, listen, I shouldn't be saying this now. I wish I had hair to comb, but I didn't comb my hair in the morning, right? You just show up the way you come as you are type deal. I love that. And that was great. And we did a segment on Good Morning Football recently about what do you wish you could do again from your youth or something. I was like, I wish you could go back to school. I had no idea how good we had it in school. It was so great, right? They had their food for you. You didn't have to think about what to wear. You had no mortgage, none of this. You're hanging with your buddies every single day. School was great.
It was like prison. Who's going to college?
I did just make it sound like prison, yeah. At least at the end of the day, you could leave, okay, Ant? How about that?
That's it. You can go home and watch TV. My brother, listen, Buona Pasqua. Have a great Sunday. We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
I feel better.
You got it, boys. You got it. And I think I'm on vacation next weekend, but we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. Taking a little bit of week before we get into heavy draft stuff. So.
Yeah, you got it, pal. All right, brother. Best
All
of
right,
the girls.
boys.
See you, buddy. Here he is, Mike Garafolo, NFL Network. What's the matter?
Nothing. Just bringing back some Catholic school days.
Yeah.
The old boys Catholic school.
Let me just go back to one thing, because I think there was a miscommunication with the chat, with the Sacred Cow comment.
Yeah.
Sacred Cow is not a bad thing. It's just looking, I think the fan base looks at Hurts and is hypersensitive to any criticism about him.
Well, I think it was in reference to when Mike says, well, Randall and Donovan's the opposite. It's like, well, it's the opposite because he got us 2 Super Bowls and won one. So it's the opposite of Randall and Donovan, where we're overprotective maybe and oversensitive.
Yeah, well, I felt Randall got screwed. Like, again, this is me from a young...
Jaws also he got hammered when he was a quarterback here pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
Jalen's an anomaly in that sense, but, well, he won a Super Bowl.
McNabb came up small. Like, Jalen comes up big in big game.
Yes.
Jalen's got more clutch.
By far.
Right? Like, Jalen's got a clutch gene that McNabb never did.
1,000%.
McNabb also had that mope in him.
I think he was he was really authentic. Like, he came off fake to me. Fake love of fans, fake of everything, fake fun.
You know what the shame is? Dude, early, he was good.
He was great.
No, like, he was good. Like, he was good. He just... The unfair thing with him is that he was thrust in this world where I think he thought that was the way to go. He gets booed right off the bat, which shook him.
Yes.
Right? Like, that completely. I tried to imagine if you are the toast of everywhere you go. You're the toast of high school, you go to college, you're the BMOC at Syracuse, and then before you play it down, you're getting destroyed.
Yeah. Your dream came true. You're in the NFL.
And you're like, well, like, that's hot. And people go, get over it. But that is impactful.
There's a way he could never understand. They weren't booing him. They could never get.
But it's easy to say that, right? Without, and part of me understands it. Like, you automatically become distrustful. And then he had
And
to,
he was defensive his
he
whole
was
career.
because like that's your first like wake up, like introduction
Yes.
to this life.
Yeah.
And then you had that. Who was that guy?
He didn't have good receivers for a while.
No, but who was the guy? The conservative talks Rush Limbaugh.
Oh.
Who
yeah.
he, all of a sudden Don was
Starts
like,
dropping his name. Yeah.
yo, dude, like,
Right.
why am I all of a sudden like, the poster child for this?
Yes.
So that was also unfair. Like there
Totally
was
unfair.
reasons, but again, it's a shame. If he was able to get past that, because I still think he had ability. Right?
Oh,
like
for sure.
but he, it's a shame. Anyway, it's the trials and tribulations of Eagles quarterbacks. Then you had the Wentz, who was, who became overly defensive and
Kind of similar,
yeah,
mentality-wise,
Yes.
a little bit.
and became unlikable.
Yeah, Farty being Randall equals Wentz. I don't know how that comparison happens, but no.
No.
Randall's in another stratosphere.
Randall was unbelievable.
Randall's shortcomings were just due to
Coaching.
no coaching
No
around
coaching.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody could coach him.
No.
He would have been one of the greatest.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick TO. We'll come back, and Baldy will join us.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
You feel that? The nice weather. It's back. Spring is here. You know what that means. Rita's is back. That's right. The sweet sound of Rita's season. All your favorite frozen treats back and better than ever. Nothing hits like that first refreshing Italian ice of the season. Maybe you like the frozen custard. Smooth, creamy, perfect every time. If you really want to do it up, how about the gelati? Layered just the way you love it. Sun's out, flavors popping. It's officially treat yourself season. That's right. Don't forget, download the Rita's app. New app users get a free small gelati, water ice, or custard with their first purchase. That's free happiness waiting for you. So come into Rita's. Make this season the sweetest one yet. Water ice, custard, happiness. Treat yourself to a scoop of happiness today. Be cool. Go to Rita's. Learn more at Ritas.com.
Ashley's anniversary sale is going on right now, and there are some huge deals you do not want to miss. You can get a king mattress for the price of a queen mattress on select Ashley sleep mattresses, or take advantage of no interest until March of 2031 on top bedding brands. And it doesn't stop there. During the anniversary sale, you can shop incredible deals across the store, including offers starting at just $64 a month for 60 months on the furniture and the pieces you love. Head in store or visit Ashley.com to shop the anniversary sale today.
All right.
Look at this.
Look at this. Danny D, the AD in the house.
What's going on, boys?
going
What you
on?
doing, buddy? Happy Good Friday.
Happy Good Friday. Happy sports day, Good night last night. I called Ant yesterday and I said, man, it's only been a week, but not the Phillies not being on kind of messed me up a little
I
bit.
quoted you on that.
Yeah, he
Getting
did
a
mention
little
it.
I
roll,
quoted you
man.
on that.
We getting a rhythm early on. I was like, man, no Phillies today.
Flyers, though, dude.
That was brutal, man. I watched that game last
I never
night.
complained about refs. The refs were ridiculous.
Refs were really bad.
Cody Beach. Say his name, Cody Beach.
That's
And-
the official, right?
And how
Cody
about him
Beach.
getting on Martin like that? That was crazy.
Grabbing
He was
his
like,
jersey.
He
Yeah.
was like
His
lecturing
sweater.
him and stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
That was madness. But our two top guys on D just had two terrible blunders. That can't happen.
All right.
Sanheim and
Well, we got
Drysdale.
our man here.
The legend.
All right. So you're in for a treat.
Love it.
There's no one better. Our main man on a Good Friday, Baldy.
Baldy, Baldy. Oh, talks on football. Baldy. Oh, he likes pizza and football.
Oh, Baldy.
Oh,
There he is. What's
Morning,
up,
cuz.
there, legend?
how we doing, man?
On the Xfinity mobile call-in line.
Fantastic. It's all good, brother. It's all good.
What's your Easter plans?
I'm heading down to Florida tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Easter Sunday down there, the brunch and beach and the whole thing. It'll be good. I got to go out to LA on Tuesday for this broadcast boot camp. So they got me teaching out there, a bunch of guys coming in trying to get into the industry. So we'll coach them up a little bit. Yeah, see my mom. It's going to be a good week, man.
Ah, nice. When are you back to Jersey?
I'll be back. I'll be back a week from Saturday for like a whole week. I got to do some stuff at the Jets and the Giants and kind of just, like we're less than 3 weeks away, so we're right here.
All right, now
Right here,
we need to grind, all right? Like you got to grind.
Yeah. We'll take a day for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's good over here right now. Everything's got all my clearance with ESPN, everything. So I had to get that all worked out.
Yeah, perfect. All right, lots to get to. Let's start with the obvious, which is this drama. But before we get into the Hurts thing, you're the perfect guy to talk to about this because we got on this subject of drama and Eagles quarterbacks and Randall.
Yeah.
Like, you played with him. Like, what? Like, he was such a unique, incredible talent. What would he be like today? And what would he have been like if he actually had coaching?
Well, I mean, he's way ahead of Mike Vick, Lamar, Josh Allen. I mean, he's so far ahead of any of those guys. MVPs, like he was the MVP. He was the ultimate weapon. When he got around Brian Billick and some of these other, coaches, like the Vikings went 15-1 with Randall as the quarterback. Field goal kicker misses a kick. He hadn't missed a kick all year. Otherwise, who knows what would happen. Randall was so talented. I mean, and he'd never, like, I'm not going to say he didn't take the game serious. He was just joking around. He was a big little kid, You see how far he could punt the ball left-footed, just to start the day, Like, it was one thing after another. But I tell you, like, that guy was tough, competitive. He had an arm. Like, he learned how to throw the ball on time when he had Randy Moss and, the whole group up in Minnesota. But honestly, like, he threw the ball when he thought the guy was open. And then he just, like, pulled the trigger and it just threw a fastball. He could do anything he wanted to do. We marvel at Lamar, which is good. Randall had everything that Lamar had and more because his arm was better. But he was a unique talent. But just to put this story a little bit in perspective, I go back even way further than that, cuz my dad took me to my first NFL football game in 1969 over at, Franklin Field. So we're sitting on the very top rim of Franklin Field, right? Like our seats are all the way up beyond the nosebleeds. And all I heard that day was 65,000 people booing Norm Snead. Like, this has been going on in this town for a long time. They chased Sonny Jurgensen out of here. Like, this thing has been going on forever in this town. All right. So, like, we lived through McNabb, and like, was he perfect? No, but he was a good player. But like, what's going on right now? I mean, if you go back to the final drive against San Francisco with a bad defense that they're going up against. I mean, it's just all backup players. Eric Hendricks got called off the couch a few weeks before that. Garrett Wallow had never played. That's their linebackers out there. A.J. Brown drops the ball right in the middle of the field. All right. Devontae Smith, before the 4th and 11, drops one at the 8-yard line. Went right through his hands. Was it a perfect throw? No, but it went right through Devontae's hands. He come down to 4th down and, he's trying to squeeze it. The problem is that on that drive, they're at the 20-yard line. San Francisco's just playing coverage. They're playing quarters. They're all dropping. Going to take their zones away.
Yeah, the worst possible play call is the verts.
Well, okay, all right. But if you go to 1st down, here's where a little bit of the issue is, where they're not necessarily wrong. okay, with what Tim McManus and Jeremy Fowler wrote. On first down, they dropped 7. They dropped 7 into coverage. And, Jalen sees it, and he takes off. And Keon White tackles him for a yard loss. It's a sack. There's 10 yards there, maybe even more. What he used to be able to do, because I remember, first game I've ever seen him playing was at Alabama. I did an Alabama A&M game.
Yeah.
He was a freshman at Alabama. I mean, that's Myles Garrett's on one side. I mean, A&M they were undefeated. They were a good team. He was as fast. He was faster than anybody on the field. He just went as fast as he had to go. And for much of his career at Oklahoma, with Philadelphia, he could just hit the jets, and he could just run for his first downs and do that. It's clear he doesn't have the same burst and the same speed. And that's not uncommon. I don't think Lamar does. We saw Steve Young go backwards. We saw Carson Wentz not be able to do the same things he did early.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have the same wheels that he once had.
Yeah.
And that's not a knock. That happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has to adjust.
Yep.
That Mike Vick wasn't the same guy as he was when he came out of Virginia Tech. These guys have to adjust. And so he has to improve.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like there were plays where you'd see him go around the edge, and like he couldn't. Where he used to get the corner and get the edge, he didn't get it last year. He couldn't get to the corner last year.
It happens. And so what do? Do you become a better pocket quarterback? Do you read better? Does the offense change to get you on the move and to show play action and get, the receivers in better position and get the defense to be thinking and adjusting to all the movement pre-snap that they're going to, I would imagine, do to a great degree. So like he's going to have an adjustment here this year. And you can't just go, well, the coordinator stinks. Like that's not going to work anymore. They made an investment here with this new group. To see Stoutland go and Cooper come in and Mannion, they got to make this thing work right now. Or what do you do? I don't think they're going to blow this thing all up, but who knows what happens?
Yeah. No, listen. It's real. Like you're going to have to adapt. Can you think of? Let's go back to quarterbacks who have had to adapt, like you said, which is not uncommon as you approach your your later 20s, like to kind of adapt and become more of a pocket guy, more of a guy that gets the ball out.
You started the conversation by mentioning Randall. Randall adapted.
Yeah.
He was the ultimate weapon. He was a runner. And, I was down the field the day in 1993. We're 4-0. We're playing the Jets. I think we became 4-0. And he took off against the Jets and, I don't know, broke his leg or tore his ACL, whatever it was. He was done for the year. A whole season collapsed. Like that kind of began it. And then by the time you get to 98 and he's gone through a couple different teams and there he is in Minnesota. Like, he was a pocket quarterback. He could still move, but he was beating people from the pocket. Now, he had Chris Carter, he had Jake Reed, he had Randy Moss. They were loaded, but, he adjusted his game. Steve Young totally adjusted his game from what he was at BYU in the USFL. And then, first couple of years in San Francisco, the Super Bowl they blew Denver out in, he's the MVP. He gets the monkey off his back, all that stuff that, happened in that game. Well, he was a runner then. And it adjusted quite a bit from just taking the hits and getting beat up a little bit.
What years did you were there with Gruden when Gruden had Randall?
I was on my way out when John came, 95.
Did you ever talk to him, Gruden, about Randall? Like, what was he? Because he tried to get the West Coast thing going with him.
Yeah, I don't know if Randall was thinking like John was thinking. I don't, there were stories about, draw this play up, he's drawing a play up, maybe 10 guys are on the field. It's just, it was, you got this fiery John Gruden with this, this new offense and everybody was trying to figure it out. It was a little fast, I think, for where Randall was coming from.
Gotcha. So there is a lot of consternation about this upcoming season.
Yeah.
in fact, the brain, who's our Bet Parks guy, says they're a 7, and he's a pretty sharp guy, says they're like a 7-8 win team. Not to be Joe Homer, but I still lean into their defense and go, I got Saquon Barkley as my running back, hopefully a healthy offensive line, and a defense that's real. Like, I got Rick Woolen with Quinion and Cooper. That's a freaking secondary.
Yeah, and Zach Bond and Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, healthy Jalen Carter. We didn't see a healthy Jalen Carter last year. The guy's just a wrecker. No, look, we're going to see all kinds of different projections because nobody really knows what this is going to look like. How does Nick fit into this whole thing? Does he just turn this thing over to Sean Mannion? Is it just all Sean Mannion? Is Nick just, steering the ship right now? Vic doesn't want to go out with a 7-win team. He's one of the great defensive minds of our time. He doesn't want to go out with that. But that, regardless, you got to play the schedule. We'll see what the schedule comes out next month. But they won 11 games last year, and they had all this acrimony going on throughout the year. They couldn't run the ball at all. There was a point where I stopped tracking it because it was just it never changed. But 40% of Saquon's first down runs went for 2 yards or less. They never got it seemed like they never got ahead of the sticks. And that's a big part of anybody calling offense. So I just can't see that. And I trust, that they're going to find some players in this draft. It's sometimes hit or miss, but they only need 1 or 2 real impactful players on this team to really, give it a pretty good surge.
Yeah. You're going to be better blocking at tight ends, right? Cause you got a couple blocking tight end guys. You're going to, I'm hoping you got Fred back, which is a big deal as your swing tackle, full camp now. They should be able to run the ball. It's freaking Saquon Barkley. Jeez.
He was the de facto MVP of the league 2 years ago. I didn't see, I just didn't see the runways last year that he had the year before when he's taken 6 or 7, runs, 60 plus yards to the house. We just, nobody's been able to do that.
No, I'm with you. All right. The officials have become a big story, and the replacement officials. How worried are you about that product?
The NFL is, they're a big machine, and they kind of get what they want, all the time. And so when they start advertising that they're going to start putting resources into training replacement officials, that's just not going to fly. You can't play a game with replacement officials. One bad call between the gambling component to this game and what people think privately or publicly about how these games are, whether they're controlled, fixed, whatever word you want to use, that is not going to fly. I think the officials actually have some leverage here. Nobody's going to tolerate. We've gone through replacement officials. It was dreadful. It was awful. They've got a tough job. I've sat in those officiating meetings because for years when I was with Fox, I would go to Dallas and I'd go to their, they have a seminar every year, 3 days. It starts with, certain conditioning tests that they got to get through. But I sat there. You make the call, pass interference, illegal contact, whatever. The game is just so fast, and these guys are so athletic. You watch A.J. Brown or Devontae catch a ball on the sideline, the field is 54.5 yards wide. They stretch it to 58 yards, the way these receivers can do it. It's just a very difficult game to officiate to begin with. And you can call, okay, well, let's pay them to be full-time officials. That's not going to make any difference to me. If they're full-time officials and in the heat of the moment, you got to determine if Jaquan McMillan had the interception against, Brandon Cooks or he didn't. Because you could freeze this stuff all you want and say, oh, Brandon Cooks has the ball on the ground. He's got possession. Well, that's not the way these guys have to call the game. It's just very difficult. I just can't see this thing getting off the ground. But if you're going to put resources into training replacement officials, why not just give those resources to the officials?
Yeah.
And reward them.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
It's setting up the
Like, Danny D, you deal with officials all the time.
It's wild. Yeah, I don't know how there's no way you can't just bump guys up at that level. There's too big of a gap. Like, what are you going to go try to pilfer all the Division I guys? And yeah, I don't know how it works.
Baldy, you'll love Danny D. Danny D built the St. Joe Prep football program.
Oh my gosh. What a legend. What a legend. It's interesting, but because we all grew up and we played in our conference, and you play 8 games, you win the conference, you play a playoff game. But now you've just got the St. Joe's Prep, you've got, you've got the powerhouses in Florida and northern Jersey and across the country, Mater Dei, whatever. And now these big, huge programs are playing each other. You going down to Florida to play this year?
So
he left to go.
Yeah, I just left last year, but they're planning. I think they're going to go actually down. Either they're looking at Texas or Tennessee. But they're going to play Bergen Catholic, which will be a huge
Bergen Catholic.
So that's a big Jersey school.
That's that was our nemesis in St. Augustine.
Yeah, big. So yeah, but you're right, Baldy. It's kind of like these schools. They're playing. You have 4 or 5 games available. 2 or 3 you're going to go play on a national schedule.
Yeah, no doubt. But that's a great thing for a kid. Play. I always, even your kids, because I always believe in playing up. You're not going to get any better playing down or playing people your own size, your own weight. Go play up, and really make it a competition. And so, these kids are getting recruited. St. Joe's done an unbelievable job with what the players that have come through there and the talent level and the consistency of the program. It's been fantastic for high school football.
Yeah, it really is. Back to the officials real quick. Do you like the let's go to New York for overturning stuff? And everything?
Here's the problem, cuz that is a very subjective thing when to go to New York. Okay, if you want to go, all right, somebody started a fight, they missed the first punch, and they want to. We're going to spend all day it's the same thing watching college basketball right now or NBA. There's so many stops to review, and then all we do is see 8 angles, and we all make our decision, and then they come up with another decision. You're like, what are they looking at? It just adds acrimony to the enjoyment that we're trying to have watching these games. I think it's going to take away from some of the, not just the rhythm and the pace of the game, but just, how many different replays can you watch of did he get the foot down before he got pushed out of bounds? It's just, it seems like it's just going to go on and on and on.
Yeah. Switching to the draft for a second, because I talked to a guy, a personnel guy, and he was like, hey, what is going on with the media about how all I hear is all I read and see on social media is how bad this draft is. He's like, do you guys actually pay attention? I go, well, Baldy does. And he goes, well, yeah. And he likes you. But it's amazing the bad rap that this draft is getting. There's talent here.
The quarterbacks always drive the draft. And so we believe that there's one bona fide player in Mendoza. And after that, there is either a fall off or there's just not great depth at the position. And there isn't. There just isn't. You could take a flyer on Drew at Penn State. You can say that Ty Simpson is all of that. He's played 15 games in his life. It wasn't great in the SEC championship at all. Wasn't very good against Indiana. You could just, and you could pick him apart pretty easy, I think.
I think the same
so
thing.
The quarterback,
fact,
two years
friend of
ago,
mine
we had
said that Ty Simpson put him to sleep.
Yeah, if you want to put that type of player in today's game, that's what it kind of looks like, But I think 2 years ago we had all these quarterbacks go. Most of them have turned out. We got to see what Michael Penix is. And that was fun. Like, we had 6 quarterbacks go in the first 12 picks, and it was like it was a buzz. The guys trading, Denver trading up, Bo Nix, here we go. So we don't have that aspect of it now. We have one bona fide running back, which is fine. We have a bunch of other guys. We have a couple of star defensive players. The tackles don't look like Lane Johnson or Trent Williams to us. But I also think that we have way too many guys that think they're scouts. And they're posting all this stuff all day long. And this guy and that guy. And then you're getting all these scouting reports. And, like, nobody has any background information on any of these guys. Nobody's sat in any interviews with any of these guys that determine a lot of this stuff. And so when that happens, it's sort of all you hear is this negativity. You just kind of get knocked down, and what he can't do. But I don't know why a player, like, just say Caleb Lomu from Utah, he's played 2 years, he's 19 years old. Why is he in the draft? Like, why are these kids coming out? Why is Monroe Freeling? Monroe Freeling has played 1 year of college football.
Yeah.
Like, why is he coming out? Like, why wouldn't you stay? Like David Bailey, for example, because David Bailey could have easily come out after his last year at Stanford. Kid was a good player at Stanford. Good player. I went back and watched the Stanford tape. He had all the skills that he had. And he could have come out and probably would have been a late first-round pick last year. He probably would have tested very similar, 6'3", 250, runs a 4.5. Probably would have tested very similar. But he went to Texas Tech. Now, they paid him a lot of money. But he played another year, and it helped him. He went up against those Utah tackles, and he went up against good players in the SEC when they played him. And so, like, it helped David Bailey. Now he's at the top of the draft. Like, some of these guys, like, I know they're coming out because their agents are saying, this is a weak draft for tackles, you can get picked, but they should be playing. They should be in college playing.
Especially now where you're getting compensated. Like, I don't even understand it. I don't know why you would come out that young. That makes no sense to me.
Even a guy like, say, Arvell Reese, like, he played really 1 year at Ohio State. The year before, he was a backup player. He was, he was basically a scout team players for. I mean, look to Ohio State. I mean, all they do is reload. But even Arvell, like, he could have stayed at Ohio State and got another year and really worked on his pass rush and then really, because he's not a pass rusher. That's why everybody's like, they've got him as on the edge player. He's not an edge player. He's a will linebacker. Can you rush him? Yeah, you can, a little bit. But that's not what he really does. Now, could he be good at it? Maybe if he really focused on it, maybe. But, he's 240 pounds. Like, how good of a pass rusher is he going to be at 240?
I know. Hey, last thing. I heard that there's a chance the Browns may play in Italy this year.
What?
There's a chance, definitely by 27, but there's a chance it could be this year. Milan, not Rome, Milan would be the location.
Yeah. Well, they've got the AC Milan Stadium right there, San Siro Stadium. Last time I was in there, Springsteen was rocking a house with 85,000 people. But it's a huge stadium. I don't want to speak out of turn here. I always asked them when they had NFL Europe why they didn't put a team in Italy. They have a little bit, no offense to anybody out there, a little bit of a corruption issue in Italy. Like, there's just some of that goes on.
Really?
I don't know how to politely say it.
Really?
Like,
the country that just lost 12 tons of Kit Kat bars? Really?
is that true?
Yes. Yeah, they were moving 12 tons of Kit Kat bars from Italy to Poland for F1, and a whole tractor trailer disappeared.
I remember because when I was living in Italy, you go to a restaurant like some Enoteca, some wine house, right? You're having a meal, some wine, whatever. And at the end, they just wrote a number on a little piece of paper, and that was your bill, right? And I was like, why do they do this? Like, you just learn the part of the culture is it's just different than everywhere else,
It's about 60 euro.
Take a look at your shoes, your watch. Maybe 85.
We'll do that. It's easy.
Like there's nothing itemized. We don't know what went out the restaurant that night. That tax man he's the enemy. How are we going to beat that tax man?
Yeah.
So I'm just
There's
curious
still
how
not
the
a,
league what handles how Italy kind of operates a little bit, which is a little different than other places.
There's still not a bridge from to Sicily, and it's because they control the ferries.
Yes.
Like they won't let it happen. They tried to build them before,
No.
and they shut it down quick. Like
No.
it's not that far. Like you easily could have a bridge,
Yeah.
but they won't let it happen. It's just ferries only because a couple families control the ferries
Yes.
that go from one side to the other.
Oh, they had kind of who had the ports, who had the ferries.
And the tax man, like 99% of the time, it's cash only. It's an Italian joint.
Yeah. Hey.
Just saying.
Great place.
Not making any accusations here.
No, of
on
course
this
not.
subject.
Which,
But that's what I was told back when I was doing NFL Europe games, and why there wasn't any sort of a franchise within Mama Italia.
It's the Saints and Browns, right? They both
Yeah.
got marketing rights for
yeah,
it?
the Saints have it too. What's your Easter plans? Do you like the Easter ham?
I love the Easter ham. Yeah, I like everything. I like the big Easter meal with a real ham, not this culture,
Right.
that's like coming out of the oven with the pineapple on it, the whole thing. Yeah. No, I'm big on the Easter celebration.
Yeah, the ham. How do you feel, Bean Sprout?
Oh, pigs are cute. I like pigs. They're cute.
The
Smart, very smart animal.
The ham is always a part. The ham and then
Staple.
Oh, some
It-
people
it's
go
just a-
lamb? Or is it
Oh,
always
yeah.
ham?
So
No, lamb
sometimes-
is good. Lamb's
Yeah.
big.
Sometimes, but we always had the ham and the monogotti.
Okay.
That sounds like a good program for me. I'd love to join that.
Yeah, I like it, brother. Happy Easter. We love you. Have a safe trip down. We'll see you when you come back.
Buona Pasqua. Buona Pasqua.
Buona
You got it.
Pasqua, my friend.
That's it, man. All right, buddy.
The great
See you guys.
Baldy. Love it. Love it.
He's the best.
He is the greatest. He's
the
the
man.
best. All right, let's take a quick TO and talk about our friends, shall we? Let's talk about the BetPark Sportsbook Online Casino app Final Four. Who's your pick, Danny D?
Well,
Arizona?
if Arizona wins out, I win. So I'm torn. I really like Michigan. So
You like Michigan to win the game? I
Yeah,
like
I have
Illinois.
Arizona in my bracket, and I win the bracket if Arizona wins it.
All right.
So we got to roll with them. I did too. I had Michigan winning one, but I'm out of that one.
All right. All right. Well, you can check it all out on the BetPark Sportsbook Online Casino app. Bet the Final Four, all of your hoops and hockey and baseball as well, plus all the casino games right at your fingertips. There's always another way to win. Make your downtime fun time. New customers get up to 250. New customers will get 250 free spins on the Gold Leprechaun Trio Luck. I think that's what it is. It's a cool new slot game, as well as up to $1,000 casino bonus back. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-GAMBLER, the BetPark Sportsbook Online Casino app.
April's here. That means MLB season is alive and it's well. And hey, man, the Phillies are going to be good. You're going to want to go down and check out as many games as you can. And this is where Game Time is a real savior because they got the best deals. Just the other day for opening day, my buddy snoozed on tickets. He was complaining about the prices. I was like, yo, did you check out Game Time? He did. Tickets were like half the price of the other places. This is what you got to use. You got to use Game Time. It's the app that gives fans the advantage. Constant innovation. It's dead simple to use. And it guarantees you get 100% authentic tickets. I love it. I love the total prices. I love the seat views they give you, panoramic, low price guarantee. They give you the Game Time ticket coverage so you know if tickets get lower, they're going to cover you. So take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code PHLY for $20 off your first purchase. Again, download the app, create an account, PHLY is the code, $20 off your first purchase. Game Time, use it.
All right, welcome back. It's a Friday. In a moment, we're going to talk to our friends from Rothman Orthopedics. We love our Rothman docs coming up. How about you? Danny D, you're dying to give some love, speaking of hoops, because we're going to talk about Kelly Oubre's injury. Speaking of hoops, Colin Gillespie, what all-time leading 3-point season for the Suns?
Yep, franchise history. He made 227 threes so far this season, just past Richardson for the Suns record. But for an undrafted kid, local kid, I just want to give him his flowers. Played at Archbishop Wood, Villanova, and then undrafted and worked his way in the NBA. So we just want to give him his flowers and, big shout out to Colin Gillespie.
That's awesome. What
Crazy.
a great story. We'll get more on that coming up in just a moment. But first, let's visit with our Rothman doctors. We're very happy to have our man, Dr. Christopher Allen, joins us to talk about Kelly Oubre's elbow sprain recovery. And we know that Dr. Allen does not treat Kelly, but we love our wisdom that we get, and it helps us as weekend warriors. Doc, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Cuz. Everybody calls you Cuz, but I got a question for you.
Yeah.
My wife's family's from Puglia, and her family's from the Gargano Peninsula in Puglia. So we could be Cuz, twin sons of different mothers.
Doc, I can't believe that. We go every summer. We love it there. There's a town called, have you been to Vieste?
No, in fact, we were supposed to go there in 6 weeks, but they took it off our itinerary. But I was supposed to go to Vieste, Ancona. It looks like they're flooding there a little bit now too. But that was on our schedule. I was disappointed because that's my wife's family town.
Oh my God, the place is unbelievable. Doc, you will love it. Like when you get a chance to go there, my wife, she stumbled on it. She's like, we got to go here because of our name, right? And the place is magical. It's an incredible place.
Yeah.
Oh my! I can't believe
Pio's up there, so you can get a miracle when you go there too.
Yes,
but
we went to the mountain where Padre Pio was. Where is it? Like it's amazing. Like I love that. It's my happy place, Doc. I can't believe
we've been through all of Puglia and South, and so it's fantastic.
Have you been to Monopoly?
No. We've been to Puglia and Mare and Lecce and
Lecce is beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Gold City. It's like the Florence of the South.
Of course, all the old grandmas in Bari
doing the pasta.
Yeah, doing the pasta. Yeah, the pasta nanas.
Oh, that's fantastic, Doc. We got to meet up there. All right.
All right. Hey, I'm leaving in 6 weeks.
Oh,
so
God bless you.
Calabria first, and then Sicily, and then over to the other side.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, have a great time, Doc. It's beautiful, man. I'm jealous. That's going to be incredible. Let's talk about Kelly Oubre's elbow sprain recovery. For a wing like Oubre, how much can an elbow sprain impact his mechanics and just that shooting form?
Well, so it's interesting. I looked at his injury video, and he really, didn't follow an impact on his hand. It more was like a hyperextension, which kind of just sprains that. And so it's kind of sort of a nothing thing, except he's left-handed. And so all the balance with your shot has to come off there. And so it's not a question of stability. It's a question of just comfort. And if you can't extend that arm up with your shot, a lot of air balls. And so I think that's the issue, as opposed to, everybody thinks about the instability of like a Tommy John injury.
Right.
This is completely different. His was the outside of the elbow, but it's his shooting arm. And so that's why, that's why he's coming back so quick, but B, but that's why he was shut down, because he just can't launch a shot.
How is the recovery with it when it comes to re-injure? How the risks involved when it comes to that? Like, how sensitive is that area now?
Well, I think it's more sort of, it was sort of a simple strain, which is kind of a partial tear, or sort of a stretch of the thing, as opposed to a full tear. So I don't think there's an instability or a risk of significant re-injury. I think he's going to need the magic of the trainers to kind of treat the symptoms, to get him warmed up. You really can't tape it because you're going to interfere with his shot, and you really can't put a brace on it because you're going to interfere with his shot. If it was his opposite hand, it'd be a lot easier. But because it's his shooting hand, you just, let's face it, it's hard to throw the ball from 25 feet into the hole, and it just, if there's a little bit off, so.
What's some of the magic that the treatments can be that the trainers will try to do?
Well, they do a lot of things that we call modalities, and the modalities are, stim and what we call ionophoresis and phonophoresis, and it's not so much about the rehab exercise, but it's about what they can do to decrease the inflammation in that area. When we have a sprain, there's a lot of inflammation that occurs, and maybe there's some soreness and some bruising, but it's really the inflammation, and if you can get that to calm down, you can make the arm feel more comfortable. And like I said, I don't think it's a question, for him to come back in just a couple of weeks, it's not a season ending or even, long-term injury, but it's more just that comfort. And so the modalities that they do, like I said, they can brace it and tape it while he's practicing, but for game time, you got to get him ready to go. Now, unfortunately, everybody says, oh, just shoot him up with cortisone. Well, this is not one of those situations where cortisone is going to help. But there's a lot of topical medicines now that you can just put on the surface that penetrate real well at the elbow. And so those things help too.
Yeah, we got playoffs around the corner too. Like
we hope we do. We're still in the nut, but they're coming.
I got a question, just general arm question, because my kid, he loves his compression sleeve. He's a baseball player, right?
Yeah.
So he loves his compression sleeve. Is it psychosomatic? Do you like that? Like, what's your feeling on the compression sleeves?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of compression sleeves. I think it does a couple things. Number one, it reminds us that we got something going on. But number two, there's this sense with total compression that it kind of squeezing the sausage. It makes it feel good. It gives you some comfort. It keeps the arm warm.
Yeah,
which is sometimes keeps the blood flow if it's warm, and so we don't get stiff in between innings. We don't get stiff. So I'm a big fan of compression sleeves. A lot of people have injuries and they take those little straps and they put them at the elbow. Well, the problem is the little straps have to be so tight that it starts to squeeze the nerves at the elbow, and so now you get a secondary thing with the nerves at the elbow, and that's not good. So I like the compression because it's even, it's uniform. And like I said, sometimes it just makes people remember, hey, I got to take it a little easy with this. I got to pay attention to my arm. But no, I'm a big fan of compression sleeves.
I love it, man. See, you learn something. This is why we do this. I love this segment, man, because you learn stuff, useful things. This is great. Doc, you're the best. What we got to, when you come back, let's do dinner. All right? I want to hear all about the trip.
Hey, I'll tell you, I'm an Irish kid, but I'm the one who made the ravioli for Easter the other night. So I speak Italian and I cook Italian and I go to Italy. So that'd be a fun time.
I think that's awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. Have a safe trip. All right. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see the pictures.
Yeah. Buona Pasqua.
Buona Pasqua.
All right.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Ciao, my cuz. Ciao.
You're the best, Doc.
Right, good to
thank
talk
you.
to you.
God bless you,
All right.
man. That's awesome. Dr. Christopher Allen.
I'm loving all
You
the
know how-
Italian
What a
love
great
today.
guy.
We're getting a lot of Italy
then you
love
had
today.
steady quarterback playing football. He should be our steady doc.
Yes.
Just every week find an elbow injury.
Yes.
Bring Doc on and talk to you.
I mean, that's awesome, man. He's good. Nobody knows of this town, but you know of it.
Yeah, well, I've been to Puglia a couple years ago, so I was lucky enough to bounce around down there.
Yeah, nobody really knew about this town. You know it because
I know because
your
it
father's-
popped up on a birth certificate of my great grandfather.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's where I'm going now when I
We're
go
like,
over.
I can't
Danny
believe
D and I go, I don't know.
I can't believe he was bit by a bat along the way. That's what happened.
Dude, there's some caves in that area, that region.
All right, we're going to take a quick TO. We'll come right back, and I want to look at the Final Four with Danny D, and we're going to do it with some water ice. That's coming up next. Hey, we're from Philadelphia. We know that pests don't knock. They just show up, human or the kind that you really skeeve, the roaches and rats. And that's why we got to go to Evans Pest Control. Evans, you want trustworthy pest control company? I give you Evans Pest Control. They're not some giant national chain. They're family-owned, community-focused pest control company right here in the Philadelphia area. They've been earning the trust of our neighborhoods for years. All right, Evans Pest Control uses state-of-the-art equipment, safe and effective treatment options. Their techs go through continuous training, so they're equipped to handle anything. Rodents, insects, termites, even bed bugs. They've offered priority services and consultations, which is huge when you have a problem with pests. We don't like pests. We scheme them. We know it here at PHLY. My house, I don't trust it just anybody. Visit evanspestmgmt.com. That's evanspestmgmt.com. Evans Pest Control.
Heads up, boxing fans. The nonstop excitement of Team Boxing League returns to Philly on Saturday, April 11th. The Philly Smoke, love the name. The Philly Smoke is back at it against the Las Vegas Hustle on Saturday, April 11th at Harris Philadelphia Casino in Chester, PA. Both teams 1-0 to start the season, and they both look pretty unbeatable. So go to teamboxingleague.com to buy tickets now. If you haven't watched team boxing, you will not be disappointed. 16 fighters on each team, all weight classes, men, women, nonstop action. Team Boxing League. It's where every round's the last round because every boxer only boxes a round. Go to teamboxingleague.com now and get your tickets while you still can. Las Vegas Hustle visits your Philly Smoke live at Harris Philadelphia Casino on Saturday, April 11th. Fists, they start flying at 7 p.m. Teamboxingleague.com.
That was a good read.
Thanks. Learning from you, man. It wears off every now and then.
It was a good read. All right. It's time for the Readers Run Through March. And we got water ice, baby.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We got Readers here.
Smell the fresh fruit and the mango.
So we got, now I had to fight for my lemon.
Well, I mean, you put on a tantrum. You're like a 4-year-old if you can't get your lemon.
Yeah. That's so good. That's delicious.
The mango's so refreshing.
That's so good. Now we got the cotton candy.
Yeah, let's go. Some cotton candy.
All right, which is a new item. Now, which team, Ethan, is cotton candy? We have the final four. We had the flavors.
As soon as that cotton candy hits your mouth, you think refreshing cotton candy. It's unbelievable.
It's true.
It's unbelievable.
It is a.
Danny Hurley's cotton candy.
Is he?
You know what? That's really good.
Here we go.
That's
we got the bracket
delicious.
here.
UConn is a cotton
So
candy.
UConn's cotton candy.
Dude, I'm impressed. You went back for more to cotton candy.
It's good.
Wow.
It's very good.
Is Illinois mango? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you got the mango too.
Yeah. Mango's solid.
And who's the cherry? Michigan?
Arizona.
Arizona. Zone is the cherry.
Ooh.
So these predictions already made. We got Zona versus Illinois here. All right.
The cherry is really good.
Mix a little cherry with the lemon. I'm going to mix some mango.
I don't mix.
I'm mixing mango with cotton
I
candy
know
right now.
people mix.
It's going to be solid.
I'm not a mixer. I'm traditional.
I've done cherry lemon mix.
Yeah, I get it.
Cherry on the bottom.
Yeah, smart.
Lemon up top.
See, that's smart because if the cherry up top, it bleeds into the
dilutes it.
lemon.
It dilutes it. You gotta go
See, that's your true water ice.
cherry
man.
on the bottom, lemon on
See,
top.
this guy can learn from you.
This mango cotton candy mix is nice.
This is really good.
Yeah.
It's pretty
What a
refreshing.
treat on
It
a
is refreshing.
Friday.
This feels
A
good.
good Friday
great.
with Readers.
It's my first water ice of the season.
Mine too. You know that? Mine too.
Had to get it going.
Yeah, I love
Now, I
it.
don't love the spoon.
I'm not a spoon man either.
I like to, drink
I
it
do
out of the cup.
But
yeah.
like since we're doing it,
Yeah.
spoons here.
But I prefer.
But I'm the same
Yeah.
way. Yes.
Pretzel
I
rod,
do
guys,
the
or what? Do we pretzel rod in these?
Yes.
I
love a
prefer
pretzel.
soft pretzel than the pretzel rod.
Really?
Yeah, I like to throw in
I
a
like
little.
the hard. I like the
Dip
rod.
the soft pretzel in.
I like the rod. I mean,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the soft pretzel. Here he goes.
Because the pretzel,
This guy.
he's into the
I'm a pretzel
the
rod. guy.
pretzel rod with the lemon. The pretzel and the lemon.
Yeah,
go
it's next
together,
level.
Right?
Elite.
The taste goes together.
Man, I need to get more water ice in my life.
No kidding.
This
This might be the first time I've had a water ice pre 11 a.m. and it's good. It works. Water ice for breakfast is a nice thing.
Delicious.
No, it's really
Absolutely
good.
delicious. Rita's. Be cool. Go to Rita's. All right, let's talk about the games. Let's go first. UConn, Illinois. I kind of like Illinois.
They're the better team. UConn's better coach, obviously, I would think. But
Reed Jr.'s having himself a tournament.
yeah, but Illinois, they have depth. They got size.
They got bigs.
Page's son is stepping into this role, becoming a bit of a monster.
They can go cold shooting, though.
They can,
And
but
if
they
they
got
can-
size to go inside.
Yeah, they go
though.
inside, and they'll exploit UConn. UConn can't guard them.
Now, we'll see. They have a lot of time off. Coaching comes into play now more than ever, where you get 4 days.
Agreed.
So I'm interested to see how it plays out. I would go Illinois, but I've been going against Hurley the last 2-3 rounds. They don't have the talent, but they're just playing well right now. Like they're not the
I mean,
teams
let's
of,
face it. I give all the credit because he's a great coach, without a doubt. Great coach. But Duke just melted.
that was
they
crazy.
melted down. They blew that game. Like, how do you're up double digits and they just got tight. They couldn't finish it.
Yeah, I mean that's when you got all them young guys. You get tight, and then UConn's got the seniors. Canavan's probably played
Caravan.
I mean, he had a horrible game, and look what happens, right?
I mean, that kid's played how many games in college, right? I mean,
He's one of the better college players of
Oh,
all
yeah.
time.
They
But
retired
in
his
a bad
jersey.
game, and he still comes up big.
Yes.
They retired his jersey. I mean, because it's so rare to just stay to be somewhere for 4 years and be an
He's got
impact
a
guy
chance
for
to
4
get 3
years.
titles.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
nuts.
credit to him, and I think he's gonna be a solid role guy in the NBA.
I
because
agree,
he has
man.
intangibles like
He's got the motor.
Plus, you can shoot.
he can shoot, he can stretch it.
Yeah.
You know, he does winning plays.
Yeah.
All that being said, the better team is Illinois, so we'll see how it plays out. I would lean Illinois. What's the line? Do we have a line on this
Yeah.
right now?
Right there,
Yeah,
man.
of course we do.
What do you got?
It opened at
On the
2.5.
BetPlus Sports book.
Yeah, it opened at 2.5. It's now 1.5. Illinois minus 1.5.
I like Illinois. I hate to say it. I probably root UConn, but I just think Illinois is a better team.
Yeah,
I think
agree.
this is where it ends. I also think when you win like that, that's like a Super Bowl moment. You're beating
Right.
Duke.
It's hard to come back.
You
from that.
come back and you battle back from that deficit.
It's a letdown, classic letdown game.
It is.
But yeah, I'm not going against Hurley.
It's tough.
Yeah.
All right, the game, the committee screwed up
The national
royally.
championship. We talked about it right when it came out. The best two teams meeting in the Final
It
Four.
should not have been that.
No.
I can't even come up with a coin. I think about this game. I like Arizona only because I don't think Michigan could stop them.
I think the guards is the difference for me for Arizona.
Arizona has better guards.
Yeah.
Like Michigan's solid, but like Arizona has guys that can defend. Their guards are bigger.
Their experience, even if they get behind, they keep their composure.
What's the line on this, VJ? What we
That's
got?
Michigan's minus 1.5. It
it-
opened Arizona minus 1.5.
Yeah, so that was
I
interesting.
think
to me.
Brain has adjusted because it's 41% of the bets are on Michigan, but 51% of the money. I think Brain threw that extra 10% of the money on Michigan and screwed the line up for us. He's probably got like 200 G's on Michigan.
I saw it move. Like I know where it opened, and I was surprised. I looked a couple days ago where now Michigan was a 1.5 point favorite. I mean, it's a coin flip game, but it did move 3 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at it. I think Arizona. I just don't think Michigan could stop them.
Yeah.
Their penetration to the basket.
Michigan's deep, but I think the bench player on Arizona's are better.
Do you think it's because it's in it, like the locations putting any in this?
Yeah.
Being closer to Michigan?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Plus,
It's could be a great
I
basketball.
just
game.
hate Big Ten basketball as well. I always try and go against Big Ten basketball.
I mean,
Guess what? They were the
they
story
dominated
of
the tournament.
I
They
know.
dominated
They
the
were
tournament.
story of the tournament,
I
man.
know.
And they have 2 teams in the Final Four. They had like 8 of 12 left or something.
Yeah,
at
it was
one point.
ridiculous.
It was
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think it's gonna be fun, man.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be that's a great sports day. What time are the Phillies? Are they Saturday night? Like what time are the
I
Phillies?
hope not. Nice afternoon game would be great.
You know?
I'm going to watch the games with my dad. I told him we're going to watch the Final Four.
Oh, that's
look at that.
awesome,
Yeah, it'd be
brother.
nice.
What are you gonna do Easter?
We're going a little early this year. We're going to my brother's in Jenkintown. The one that got left the neighborhood. He lives in Jenkintown. We act like it's 10.
fancy boy.
We act like it's like
Well, it's a trek.
it's
Jenkintown's
5 miles. It's
not
probably
easy to get
It's
to.
probably 5.5 miles, and it takes 40 minutes.
It does,
from my
dude.
house.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
'Cause I got a cousin.
There's no way to get there.
No.
No, because you got to go up down Broad Street.
Yeah, you got to deal with all that stuff to get to like 3. It's a headache, but we're gonna go to his
It's
house.
a headache.
It's
I
a
got
headache.
cousin
Now,
Abington, which is just north.
what's his menu like?
I think I don't know what he's gonna do, but historically it's a ham and then like some Italian ravioli or ziti or something. You know,
Yeah.
Italian food doesn't miss a holiday at our place.
No, you always do the ham and then the pasta thing, but the pasta has to be a special pasta.
Yeah, it's not the normal. It's not the norm. So it'll be a ravioli or a ziti or like a lasagna.
Yeah.
They're not the norms, right? Usually it's like
My grandmother used to make the crepe, like they're manicotti is what it
Yeah.
sounds like, but
Is that a stuffed shell?
no, it's a crepe, right? It's a pasta crepe. She rolls it. It's long and thin.
yeah, they're
And
delicious.
she puts a ricotta in there and little mozzarella on top.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, they're and you bake them.
So what are you gonna have?
I think we're gonna have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have that with the ham. Anthony loves the ham. He's meat.
What do you eat on VJ?
I don't know. I'm taking my mom out to brunch in the
Okay.
morning, and then I'm going to the bar in the afternoon. So I don't know. I got a big Quizzo event at 4:00 on Sunday.
What, an Easter Quizzo?
Yeah, big Easter Quizzo, Johnny. Good times
You got a
coming
little
in
Easter
town.
Quizzo action?
Over at our friends at Yards.
Good times,
Yeah.
that dude.
There you go, buddy. There it is.
Well, yeah.
All right, a couple things I want to take. We got a couple nugs I got back in the day, and then I want you to hit a little bit more of what's happening now as we go to making
sure.
varsity.
Do some nugs?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, our good friend.
All right, we got Celebrini. This kid is ridiculous right now. He's I'm trying to let me find this real quick. The points, the amount of times he's involved in points with the Sharks right now. Celebrini's got points on 47.3% of all the Sharks' points. Only Connor McDavid is higher at 47.9%. And Celebrini is the highest share ever for a teenager. Wayne Gretzky had points for 45.5% of the Oilers' goals. Celebrini's at 47.3.
Dude, he's 19.
At 19.
He's unbelievable.
I was watching him last night.
He's
I
unbelievable.
was watching some Sharks Leafs last night.
I'm just annoyed that we never get these generational prospects. Just keep bouncing these.
Hey, we might have one here.
Listen,
Yeah.
Porter.
Martone.
might have
Martone,
one.
baby. I mean, he gets the puck on the net, boy.
Dude,
He's going to lead the league in shots for sure.
are you
That
kidding
dude,
me?
He's
He had
fired.
9. He had 9 shots last night.
That's
crazy.
insane.
9. What?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's bonkers. It's candy season with Easter. There's good news for the Reese's fans. Apparently, Hershey, I think it is, bought out the Reese's family, and they've been making. They changed the original recipe and put some
nah.
fillers in. And one of the Reese's heirs sued them, and now they've agreed. Before the court, nothing happened. He came public, and they voluntarily agreed to go back to the original recipe now with all the original natural ingredients.
Good for Reese.
Oh, you know what?
Good for the air.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, so
If I
dude
told
was
you,
like,
I
this
was
is
like,
a tarnish on my family name. These
yeah.
ingredients.
Love that.
You know what? I'm glad you brought this up. I thought it was my imagination. I was like,
Mm.
these Reese cups stink. They're not the same.
They're changing it all up. It happened to Breyer's ice cream. They got bought out. They changed the ingredients. So
What the
This
frick?
family
They
member was
killed
like,
all
enough.
the food.
yes,
It's
Yeah.
true. Breyer's the same way. It blows now.
there's like one version of natural vanilla that's got all natural ingredients. It used to be like, 5 ingredients.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
I love Breyer's ice cream.
Well-
I don't eat it a lot, but I eat it. Like I
Yeah.
want a good ice cream.
Yeah.
It stinks.
So this kid,
Like,
the
it
air,
does.
good for him, man.
and I thought, you know
Good
what?
for the air.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it was during Halloween, last Halloween. Reese cup, like the kids. It's only chocolate. I'll like eat that with the almonds, with chocolate with the almonds, right? So I look, I grabbed the bag, Anthony's bag or Moscow's, one of them. Grabbed the Reese cup. like, this is not the same Reese. I ate one more just to double check. It was a bad cup.
Yeah, well, it's going to get better. It's going back to the way it was.
Why you ruin stuff? You buy
Profit
the company.
margins, man. Profit margins.
It's terrible.
it's crazy.
It's terrible.
Yes.
They did that with my beverage of choice as a kid at Arctic Splash.
Yes.
They changed it a couple years ago before they went under, but Arctic
Yes.
Splash was.
That might be why they went on.
You know what? Keep it the same. There should be a law. You know, not to bring it back to Italy because we have too much conversation about that. But in
Nah,
Italy,
there's never enough. Never enough.
in Italy, their food, like, you can't make pizza. It's against the law. You have to. Everything's got to be natural.
Yeah.
Right.
Like how you, like, it's part of it's government protected.
Yeah, it should.
Like all the food items.
What we put in our
Like
bodies.
what we do with food in this country is shameful.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Shameful.
Yeah, man.
If you need a last minute Easter gift, Costco, if you're a member, they got this new 10-pound chocolate bunny for $140.
10
They
pounds?
say you need a hammer. It's only 22,650 calories, and the packaging includes instructions on how to eat the oversized Hopper by smashing it or slicing it. It suggests consumers wrap Pete the bunny in a towel and give a bold whack with a hammer or mallet or rolling pin.
What are we doing?
You got a
That's
picture
terrible.
of a lady with a little sledgehammer.
Yeah, a little hammer. Hammer and the rabbit.
Oh, man, just one more quick one because we're talking about
Do
food.
you like the Easter kit? Do you like the peeps and stuff?
I don't do peeps, but I like chocolate. I do yeah.
They
I
used
know
to
I get into. I like a white chocolate.
They used to do the Reese eggs.
Oh, yeah, I like a Reese egg.
The Reese eggs were
Or
good.
what's the other egg? The Cadbury? You in on the
Nah,
Cadbury?
it's a good. The
Too
gooey
slimy
milk.
inside?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I feel
I'm
it.
out.
All right, one more quick one for food because we're talking Doritos. I grabbed a bag yesterday. The Doritos NKDs. They're naked. No artificial coloring, no artificial flavoring, and they taste exactly like a regular Dorito. Why did we need all the artificial stuff? I'm blown away by this. No weird orange stuff on your fingers or anything, and they taste exactly the same.
Wow,
I can get
the
behind
real
that.
Dorito?
Real Dorito. No
I'm
natural,
down
no
with the real
artificial
Dorito.
anything. And I suggest you all buy it.
I
Good.
like that. That's a good call by you.
Yes.
I like that. It's a mess. Doritos are a mess.
Of course, they charge you extra not to put the
put the
coloring
mess
and
on
stuff.
I
Yeah.
know. It's ridiculous.
So
No,
nuts.
it's horrible.
Ah,
By the
you-
way, speaking of this Rita's cherry with the bits of cherry pieces
Yeah.
is
Same with the mango. Man.
it's delicious.
Yeah. I mean, I put it down.
That's
man.
impressive.
Yeah. Good stuff by
All right, let's go
Rita's.
back in the day.
Let's do it.
Back. We're going back. We're going back. I saw this photo, had to do it for the hair alone. We're going back to an old picture of Michael Jack Schmidt with a sweet Phillies like tracksuit jacket on. Next to him, Mike Piazza.
I was going to
Photo
say
from
that
way
looks
back
like,
in the
it looks
day.
like me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Smitty
I would have had that.
Two great Mikes.
That's
Piazza,
cool.
little Schmitty.
Yeah.
Schmitty's got the stash. He looks like he is hit the blonde or something. His eyes are a little,
He's got a perm.
a little
Smitty.
fuzzy.
You got the perm.
Perm
That's
going
right.
on.
Solid.
Yeah, it was a strong perm back then.
My mom gave me a perm in like 5th grade.
Oh, wow. I'd love
Really?
To see that.
Yes. She was a former hair salon lady, and it's just some reason she called me in the post. Horrible. Horrible. I don't even think
I would
any
love to see
pictures
that
of
photo of
The,
that.
the
My hair looked a little
VG
like
perm.
that. Yeah, man.
Oh my God. Did you ever have to go to the freaking hair salon when you were a kid?
I begged for it because my mom used to cut my own hair, and I was like, enough, I got to go somewhere else.
It was the worst. With
Why?
the ladies,
Oh.
they
You
would
wanna
get their
go to
hair
a
done.
barber,
They would-
right?
They would go, what's that?
You want to go to a barber.
Well, back in the day, like she would say, you got to go, like,
She would hang
She'd take you
tag
with.
along.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was the worst.
You just sit there all day.
The ladies.
They got their heads under
yeah,
those big-
Yeah. Ah.
Gossiping, talking
Yeah.
trash.
Then they, thank God she started going in the corner. That was so much better. All right. Stay tuned because our man, TV Todd, I want to get some Flyers talk before we get into what we're watching over the holiday weekend. Let's go to overtime OT. So if you're watching any which way, make sure you go to YouTube, like, and subscribe. It's a great way to get the show. It comes right into your inbox. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button, like, comment away, the whole thing. We had some fun today with Baldy talking about Randall. That was fun. Good insights from
people.
Baldy.
It's hard to say. People don't understand. I think it's just, I don't know if people don't understand, but I think it's just a generational thing because I think it's fartsy. He's like Vic over Cunningham. A lot of not love for Cunningham. You just didn't understand back in the day, man, when you saw him play and the athleticism he had. Vic was all that great athleticism as well, but there's just something different about Randall.
Yeah. We were huge Randall fans. Huge Randall fans. All right. We got our man. What are we watching? Let's go and find out. TV time.
Act like a man. You can't handle the truth.
It's time for TV time.
So I did something I never do, which is I never complain about officiating. But last night, brother, that was horrible. Worst officiating ever. And it's not it shaped the game. The Flyers could have had 4 different power plays. The penalty on Martone was ridiculous.
Yeah. Listen, I'm like you, Anthony. I hardly ever complain about refs. I think it's just, everybody says it after every game. The refs stunk or whatever. What bothered me, besides the missed call, like the holding call on Martone and things like that, and the elbow to Couturier, I think it was Couturier, or maybe it was TK. What bothered me the most was when the ref. Now I get maybe the ref doesn't want to hear a 19-year-old kid complain, but the way that ref reacted and then pushed Martone,
they grabbed him.
If I was Rick, I'll give Rick Tocchet a lot of credit because if I was Rick Tocchet, I would have been thrown out of that game.
Yeah.
I would never let a ref push my player like that.
Yeah, I was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, but
speaking of Martone, though, dude, he's unbelievable. He had 9 shots on goal. He had 4 others that we missed. He missed the net. I mean, where do you see that kind of prolific shot?
Yeah, wait till he breaks through a little bit. But if he scores tonight, I mean, when the floodgates open for him and he gets that first one, I mean, I'll tell you, I haven't been this. It's funny. I say to myself, I haven't been this excited since maybe Mitch Kopp's first year. But when I say that to myself, I start thinking about this roster. I'm really excited about this roster.
Yes. I mean, look at Forrester coming back. My God, dude, his shot. He's got a wicked shot.
That line's unbelievable. Him, Tibbet, third, and
Zegras.
That line is so talented, man. They have.
Yeah.
They
Do you know Forster? Forster has. Forster's been out since December 1st or something. He has more power play goals on the Flyers than any other player.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you think about it, it's all good. Martone is really good for Michkov. It's going to, next year, he's going to come in ready to go, I think.
Martone is good for all the young players because he now just set the bar higher. So these guys in the offseason they're going to want to be at Martone's level. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. My expectations have always been the same for this year. I have not wavered. I still have said it. I said it on this show. I feel like they're probably going to come up a little bit short this year. But again, if you take this team and what they did this year and you put it into any other season, they are squarely in the playoffs. They have more points than they've had last year. And to be fair, they have more points. Well, no, I think they may be equal to or more points than the 2010 team. I don't know what more to say.
I mean, the job that Tocchet's done, I mean, look at it. This is, you and I have been doing this since the beginning. We did that big special to start the season.
Yep.
And I think it's exactly what kind of we expected it would be. That
It's
little
exactly-
dip, but all right.
Yeah. The season itself is exactly what we expected to be. But I have to be honest.
I didn't expect
feel
Vladar to be this good, though.
No, I didn't expect that. That was the move of the offseason. I also didn't expect necessarily Martone to look like this right away. I feel like the roster has accelerated in the last few months, bringing up, Bump and Barkey and all that. Like, I feel like we are, I mean, if we do the moves that we think we're going to make in the offseason, just one or two, center, defenseman, Matthews, maybe, we'll see. You do that, then I'm a completely different expectation next season. We're a solid playoff team that could make a run.
So I'm watching Sharks and Leafs, right, last night. And it's between periods. They did it between the first and second and third. They go back, because it's Hockey Night in Canada broadcast. So they're talking about the rebuild versus the retool and whether or not Matthews wants to be a part of it. And they're like, you probably just got to trade him. And all I kept thinking about is, oh, my God, if he's on the market, Flyers will do anything to get Austin Matthews.
He's a perfect fit. He's a perfect fit for our team. He would be excited, I would think, about being a leader on this team. It would be phenomenal, and it would give him new life. He does need to get out of there. I mean, let's be honest. He needs to get out of there. He's not at the age for a rebuild. No. It's time to go.
He's 20. We say 28. Now you're going in your prime. Like, now you're in your prime, right? Like, now you got to win.
What do you got to give up?
I can't believe he's 20.
What do you got? You probably got to give up a massive haul, though, right?
Well, I mean,
Tippett. Start with Tippett.
Tippett, picks.
It's going to be mostly for if they're going into a rebuild, they're going to mostly want to stockpile. They're going to do what Danny and Jonesy have done in the last few years. They want to stockpile the picks. But yeah, Tippett is one I can see going, but it's going to be mostly about giving up a lot of the picks we have. And who has more assets than we do?
Exactly. Would you say, Ethan, you saw one? That's stupid.
Nah.
Yeah. That's stupid. You're not doing that. No, your whole point is to bring Austin Matthews to play with that group.
Yeah.
Right? So, you're gonna give up guys in the system. You're gonna give up picks.
Eddie Rice says Tippett and picks equals outbid by many teams.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you're gonna start there.
Yeah.
Here he goes. I just saw it. He just said it to me. All right, Eddie, give me the trade. Give me what the trade is. You got to do lots of picks.
Martone.
No, you can't trade Martone. No. You're not going to trade Martone or Michkov.
No,
you're not doing that.
Come on. You're not going to trade Forster either.
No. The whole point is to steal them.
TK.
TK, Tippett, and a bunch of picks.
Yeah, Coots, TK.
Coots. Oh, my God.
Ersan, a couple picks.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what's your shirt?
It's yours.
Right?
Ah, that's the greatest. That's a PHLY special.
Yes, it is.
Of course.
I love that.
Yeah. So you know what? Like what I like to see is like the mood of the city and the mood of people as we get to this part of the Flyer season. And I like to watch your own people, Anthony. I like to watch because I have a great deal of respect for Charlie and Bill, but Charlie especially because of the business he's in. He is a very even keel guy, and as he should be. He's very objective, and we need that voice, right? Because none of us are like, this is the most subjective city in the world. So, but Charlie's tone has completely changed in the last 48 hours or so. He has said that even he believes Martone may be exceeding expectations that he even had. And he's like, I am more fired up for this guy now than I thought I could even be. And, even a guy like Bill Matz, who is going to ride the highs and lows of this, he recognizes that as much as last night was a crushing loss, he sees the positivity. He sees this roster now. He sees the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Even VG is wearing a Flyers hat today. Let's
Week,
go.
brother.
Let's go, man.
So, I mean, my God. It was funny because the Flyers are, I was talking to somebody and so who's he remind you of? He's like, they got Corey Perry vibes, right, from the kid. Yeah, he's got Kachuk vibes to me too.
Yeah, they've said that about him. They mentioned Kachuk. And you mentioned Timmy Kerr. And I would love nothing more than a Tim Kerr in front of that net.
With wheels, right?
Wheels.
I mean, he's just so strong in front of the net. That's what I'm just reacting to. Like, in front of the net, his hands are so strong.
He's a kid. He's just going to get stronger. He's a kid right now.
He is.
He's a pup.
Yeah.
He's a pup.
Stop it.
Listen, last night in the Caps game, for some reason, I thought they were going to lose that game. But the last night was a real bummer. There's no doubt about it.
Because we all thought they were going to win. They outplayed them. Like,
but again,
I know you lost, but you outplayed them.
They outshot them. They outchanced them. Listen. Listen, let's talk about Charlie again. He put it in the right perspective today. He said, those games happen all the time in the NHL.
Yeah.
You can shoot, outscore, outchance, and you lose. It's just not your night. It happens. The problem is we don't have the runway for that to happen now because of what happened in January. He's totally right. He's totally right. But if we win tonight and we come back on Easter Sunday against Bruins, and I told you Easter Sunday was going to be circled that.
You said it.
If we can win tonight and we have that game on Sunday, that place will be rocking. It'll be it'll playoff feel, 3:30 in the afternoon. Beautiful, hopefully weather. We're still in this.
What are you
doing?
I'm tying my sneaker.
Why, you go running? Like you had to tie your shoe? We're just sitting here. You can't sit through the show with an untied shoe?
No.
What?
I don't like my shoe to be on top.
What?
No, I don't like it. No, my shoe.
Oh, you're getting into like a seated yoga pose or something over there.
No, my sticker was untied.
Right.
It was loose. I like tightly tied sneaker.
Snug. I
Right.
got it.
You respect that?
I don't like.
Well, I understand, but we're doing a show with some visuals, and like, you're
Yeah,
not
but it doesn't
moving.
matter. I
Over
can
here
still
tying your
tie
shoe.
my
I think you
sneaker
go
and
Mr.
talk-
Rogers on me, taking your shoes off.
I can
Switching to
still- no, I
slippers.
think
You got slippers under there?
No, I was tying my sneaker. I could do that and talk to Todd. It's called.
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
called-
Ethan's got the work slippers on.
No, I don't want these dudes where him and the bro. Todd, the bro walks around with these thong flip flops. It's complete skeeve.
Yeah, that's not a workplace. No.
Thank
No,
Thank
in a
you.
We had a guy.
workplace.
We had a guy at my old law firm who would literally take his shoes off and
Ugh.
walk around the office with nothing on, bare feet.
With the dogs out.
Yeah, like
you got to call
like,
HR.
that's
That's
bad.
an HR call.
That's bad for a dude. Now,
Can't have your dogs out like
Kim
that.
does that around here.
Yeah.
She walks around barefoot.
Barefoot? Oh,
Yeah.
Nah.
But I don't know, like a dude's foot, like a bro foot is a bad foot. Like that's out.
Bro foot.
No good.
Dude, the other day he was in there with his shoes off and he lifted his foot up. He had socks on.
Yeah.
There's like a sweat puddle under,
Ah.
like a sweat mark on the floor when he lifted his sock.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, he's a complete skeeve. Complete. But it was weird because he's got the hot feet, bro, and VG's got the clammy
I got hot hands. I'll put it
puddle
right now.
hands.
Yeah.
Like at the every once in a while, I realize why he never shakes hands. Like, I'll do I see you or I see Danny. What's up, brother? Hug, give the hand. I don't do that with him. Like he's like this with the hands, right? And then every once in a while, like, yo, all right, brother, I'll reach out. And then it's like, it's like grabbing a fish, like in the ocean.
They're clammy. They're not fishy. They're clammy. There's no odor. They're clammy.
I'm not saying
I
it
got clam-
smells.
I got
I'm
clam
saying
hands.
But I go to shake your hand, and it's like,
But dude, I'm struggling. It's normally during daylight hours. It's hot out here
It's
for
hot
me
out
to
here.
do.
It's hot
Give
out
me
here
at
for our
night.
guy.
I feel
Come
good.
on.
My
Yeah.
hands are good at night. I'm struggling during these daytime hours with you. Oh, man.
But back to it. I'm with you, man. This is just this is a blast. Let's win tonight. They're going to win tonight. They're going to go up to the aisle and they're going to win tonight. Vladar's going to be in net.
25% chance we go up to if we win, 5% if we lose.
Yeah, it's 25 if they win in regulation. I think 22 if they win in overtime.
Yeah, regulation win goes up 25. If we win 2 in a row, we're like 50-50.
Yeah.
If we win 2 in a row, we're right there.
That to me is the key. I think if you listen, you got to win tonight. If you win tonight, you got to come home on Sunday at 3:30 with that. The roof is going to come off.
The barn's going to be rocking, baby.
Yeah. Let's go.
That's cool.
Let's go.
That. Yeah, locked in for that.
Big party. Big Flyers party. All right, brother. What else are we watching?
Wait. Before they start talking about what we're watching, I mean, I got a call violation. I'm working, enjoying the Phillies game on Wednesday. And like the third inning, my phone's blowing up with text. It's these two guys talking about Paradise 2, Season 2. In the middle of a Wednesday afternoon Phillies game, they're yakking back and forth with these texts, 4 or 5 texts in a row. Oh, Season 3 should not be a Season 3, but there will be. Oh, Season 3's locked in, Danny D says. I think they start filming in the summer. Like,
listen, we were
the
multitasking.
Phillies game was on.
We sent a picture. The screen was on.
They were watching the game. It was
they're not locked in. Their mind's somewhere else.
I was at work.
It's background. You had the Phillies on background. It's the third game of the season.
In our main area, I had the TV on with the Phillies on. I had my laptop out, and we were conversing. Me and my boy Todd were just talking it down. Keeping it.
That's it. Listen, we're professionals. We both had 3 screens rocking.
Yeah, we were locked in.
Of course.
Yeah, you're not talking about control, command pitches. Now, you're talking about you weren't locked in on the Phils. We're only 4 games in at that point, I think. Come on. My phone's blowing up. I'm like, oh, must be something going on. Nope.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you something. As positive as I am about, you know me, cuz I rarely dog on any movie or TV.
No, that's why I love you. Right? You're passionate about it.
I know, but I got to say, there are 2 things that really irritated me this week. And one prompted the text. Paradise Season 2 started off promising and to me completely fell off. And the way they ended it, I don't want to even watch a Season 3. I'm out. So wow. I'm done with that show. I was right the first time. They should have ended it. That's that. But I'm going to tell you another take I'm going to give you that's very controversial, and I'm standing by it. And I know, cuz if you see it, you'll agree with me. But the biggest film in the world right now is Project Hail Mary.
Right.
I thought it was one of the worst movies I have seen in years.
Whoa.
I thought it was hokey and stupid and ridiculous. Wow. And to VG will love me for this. Too long.
Yeah.
And it's everything that's wrong with motion pictures today, in my opinion.
Wow.
Oh, man. And the reviews are insane on it, right?
Awful. Hokey, laughable, the puppeteering, to me, the premise. I thought I was very disappointed.
Wow. Get out.
I love
What is it doing Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, it's blowing up.
I would listen. It would have been, I don't know what it's doing. It's probably doing really well. It's one of those, I don't know, man. I walked out of there. I mean, that was one of the dumbest movies. And the ending was beyond stupid. It was laughable. Now I can see why it was a good book, because when the written word and what you can leave to the imagination, I can see how that worked. But to put it on screen with the little alien puppet and the ridiculous premise that Ryan Gosling somehow, who never was an astronaut, knows everything there is to know about how to run a spaceship, and
it sounds stupid.
You know what, Todd?
Stupid.
He's too handsome. He's too good looking. Science teachers, I'm around science people all the time. They don't look like Ryan Gosling. There's no way. That's not even believable. That's the most science fiction part of the whole thing, is that a math science teacher looks like that. No.
That's why Breaking Bad was good, because he was perfect in that role.
Yes.
He looked like a teacher with the tidy whities.
Yes.
And the whole thing.
Yes.
And the transformation. He was great. Mm-hmm. That's why it was believable. You're right. I don't even need to see it. I trust Todd.
Oh, I love hearing this because I don't want to see it. Now I don't have to.
Don't. BG, you'll hate it. I mean, you will hate it.
It's got 96 audience on Rotten Tomatoes, 95 by the critics.
Yeah. Well, let me know what your chat says about it, because I was blown away. I was expecting something fantastic. They're calling it. Listen, here's the other thing that bothers me. Any movie that, and VG, you'll love this one too. Any movie that's long, they refer to it as an epic. Being long does not make it an epic. What an epic is like The Godfather
Spartacus.
over decades of time or something like that. This is not an epic. This is exactly what is wrong with the motion picture industry in the United States.
Love when Todd's fired up like this.
I
about it.
know.
Fired up.
It's a
Love to
great
see
take.
it.
Yeah, another thing,
That's a hot take.
it is a hot take, and I
Yeah.
don't do hot takes.
No.
He's fired up
No.
about it. I love this.
My wife made a great point to your Ryan Gosling point. She's like, the other thing that's distracting about Ryan Gosling, and listen, he's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah.
But the thing about him is he's now doing like Botox and doing all kinds of stuff to stay younger. And he needs to age normal. Like he needs to look normal and age like a normal person. It's distracting when these actors are doing this now. Just be a normal human being. We all age. You can't win the battle against time. You will not win.
And by the way, you graduated to different roles, which if you're an actor, you naturally graduated to a different type of role.
Yeah. Boy, what a dumb movie. That movie was just about selling popcorn boxes. I'm telling you.
I love it.
I like it.
Yeah, I know I can say now.
I
when
love
watch
Fired
it.
Up Todd.
Yeah.
Hot Todd.
Yeah.
That's a hot Todd. That's great. The hot toddy comes up.
Yeah, the hot toddy.
What does the chat say? What does the chat say, VG?
Eddie Wright. Maybe Eddie Wright liked it. We're talking about dude's looks now. He wants to know, I don't know why. I want to try a test. Does Todd like Blade Runner 2049, Drive, or A Place Beyond the Pines?
Drive is one of the greatest movies ever made.
Okay.
So I loved Ryan Gosling. I love the movie Drive. I really liked the reboot of Blade Runner. I thought that was great. I think Ryan Gosling is fantastic. I love him on Saturday Night Live. I think he's a great actor. That's an awful movie. It's a stupid movie. It's dumb.
All right. So I guess the test was to see if you're just anti-Gosling, but you're not.
Of course not. I'm not anti. He's a fantastic actor. And I don't blame him. Listen, I don't blame him for taking that movie. It was a best-selling book. He's probably been paid tons. He hopefully got back end. I don't blame him. I blame the American audience for thinking that's like one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
This Todd on Good Fridays happening.
Love to see it.
Ah, big time.
Yeah.
I had to like cleanse my palate a little bit from that nonsense to try to find. I wanted to try to find something. Now, two things I want to point out for this week. I haven't watched this yet. But there's a movie I want to point out for you and your audience because I think it's intriguing to me. There was a movie made in 2023 that just came out on I think it's on Prime. I'm not sure. It is streaming for free this week. Maybe it's Hulu. A movie called Day of the Fight. Day of the Fight. And Day of the Fight.
Oh, I saw the
did you
preview.
see the preview for this?
The trailer.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
it's named after Stanley Kubrick did a short subject documentary in 1951 about a guy who comes out of prison who becomes a boxer. Well, this movie was a Venice Film Festival movie a year or so ago, and it's about a guy who gets out of prison and fights his first big fight. But let me just tell you about this cast. I'm watching this movie this weekend. Michael Pitt stars in it as the boxer. Now,
Yeah.
Michael Pitt is a fantastic actor.
Great actor.
Boardwalk Empire, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I mean, this guy
Yeah,
is
he's a
really
great
bully, amazing. It also stars, you ready for this? Steve Buscemi, Ron Perlman, and Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
So, yeah. And
It's
it was
awesome.
a Venice Film Festival film. I definitely want to see that this weekend. One of the reasons why I think it got buried a little bit is if you've been reading, Michael Pitt's been arrested. He's on a bunch of felony charges for abusing his girlfriend, domestic violence, all kinds of stuff. So maybe it took a bit of a hit for that. But at the end of the day, I think your audience should watch it. I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll see how it is. We could talk about it next
looked
week.
good. It looked really good.
It looks really interesting.
I
It looks
thought the
really
same thing.
interesting. Yeah.
Hey,
And the other one, yeah.
Real quick, I'm sorry to because
Of course.
he's in New York. Is there a Westies show that's coming out?
A Westies show? What do you mean?
Something came up on my feed about a show about the Westies.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I thought you might know. Because I was like, I'm in on a Westies
What
show.
are the Westies?
Westies were a gang in New York.
Mm.
The Hell's Kitchen.
Mm.
An Irish gang. It's a great. They're really interesting.
I like that. I'd like to see that.
They were called the Westies.
I
Hell's Kitchen.
I also saw the preview for it. The cast is awesome. I love all the actors in that movie, Todd. So I'm definitely going to give it a shot because
Yeah, it's one of those.
that's an
listen,
all-star cast right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the
here you
fact
go.
that yeah.
Westie's up-and-coming gritty 8-episode crime drama series premiering July 12th on MGM Plus, created by Chris Brancato of Narcos. There you
That's
go.
going to be good, dude.
There you go.
MGM
The
Plus. what's
Westies,
that?
man. That's going to be good.
What's MGM Plus? Nothing?
Must be
Well,
another-
now
another
that you have
channel.
all these mergers, it's smart to have a new have MGM go dial into a real good series because it'll put you on the map.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably the only service I don't have right now. Is MGM. I never heard.
You
of
want to
it.
get the West, you'll like that.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Well, I think if I'm not, what happens with some of those series like MGM Plus, AMC Plus, you just wait a little bit. They will eventually also go on Hulu or Netflix or series like they'll eventually make their way there. So that does sound really interesting for sure. For you horror fans, one of the best films in the whole series of the 28 years later series, The Bone Temple, which I think is one of the Ray Fiennes gives an Oscar-worthy performance. The Bone Temple is out now on Netflix, so you can stream that this weekend. That is really good, man. Really high quality filmmaking. Just amazing. So I know because you got like a backlog of films.
It's
very
terrible.
deep.
It's terrible. I'm so much. I still have not watched Peaky, and I'm like, I refuse to watch it until I finish season 6.
Where are you at? How much you got? You got the whole season left?
No, I got like 4 or 5. I think it's like
VG, I know why VG's laughing.
Why? Why?
The little exchange we had on our phone this week about Peaky. Go ahead. You want to say it live in front of Cuz?
No, I'm sitting next to him. You crazy?
I wouldn't.
I got into it. I was like, all right, maybe I'll beat Cuz too. And I put on episode 1 at the gym and hung out with it. And it's like, do I need another organized crime show? All right.
Yes.
It's the same story, just in a different location.
No, that's not true.
Oh, my God.
That's not
Dude,
true.
We got The
Dude,
Sopranos.
that's why
We had The Wire. That's it. Stop. We don't need any more of this
Dude, you
organized
have no
crime.
idea
You're
what
wrong.
you're talking about. No idea. None.
No,
Dude,
it's-
how about that whole period of time, Birmingham, England, it gets into World
Talk
War
about
II.
the- talk about the wars?
Tell him, Todd. I want to choke him.
It's just the same
My
story, just
favorite
different
genre.
locations
He's no
and different
idea.
eras.
He's got no idea.
He just
He's got the
compared it-
worst taste in the world.
Todd, he just compared it to The Wire. Like I loved it. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. It's not comparable. They're not the same.
It's organized crime.
No.
He doesn't. Just stop. Just you're embarrass yourself.
No, I said the same thing. I said this is not anything close to the other genre pieces that have been done with this.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
anything.
More
It's head and
organized
shoulders
crime,
above
more
it.
cops and law enforcement chasing people. Just don't get enough of that anymore.
Oh God, I can't stand him.
And it's not like it's really well done, and the acting
Stop.
is great.
Turn his mic off, Ethan. I don't want to hear him. How you get ready to clip?
You got him breaking stuff over here,
He's
Todd.
done.
35 years of radio. Finally today learned how to do a microphone cord.
I usually just snap it. I'm going to use the wire.
Strangle. I'm going to strangle you.
Right around your neck.
Yeah, I'm going to murder you. Yeah, I get it.
I can't stand him, Todd. Can't stand him. The worst. What a take.
But you liked it.
It's fine. I mean, but I don't really
You
care.
watched
I don't
one
care if they get
episode.
caught. I don't care if they get away with anything.
He watched one
Whatever.
episode.
It's not about getting away. It's this epic, this family, and the culture is awesome. The gypsy culture, whatever. Why are we even trying to tell them about it?
You're wasting our breath.
Yeah, it's
like talking
it's
about steak with them.
right. It's head and shoulders above anything else in that genre. It really is.
There's
It really
so much
is.
slop. Like you don't hear me talking about Tulsa King, right? Like we don't discuss that, Todd.
No, there's no need.
Right.
We discussed season 1. That was enough.
Right. Like this is what it was. Story. And it comes out. It's popcorn.
Yeah, I
It's
never
like that,
watched it.
It's like that horrible show that keeps getting renewed. That Gravesend.
What show?
Gravesend.
I don't know.
Never
I don't
heard
know
of
that show.
Oh, it's like season 6 or 5 or 6 of it. It's some bad mafia show. It's horrible. Horrible.
Wow, 6 seasons of that. That's crazy.
I don't know, 5 or 6. Yeah, whatever. It's just horrible.
That's nuts. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm proud of how they ended Peaky. You'll eventually get to it and you'll love it.
Yo, dude,
You know
Sunday,
what?
I can't wait because they're going to win tonight. And Sunday, 3:30. I love afternoon spring hockey and basketball is great.
Yeah,
Like Sunday afternoon, that's
Well,
awesome.
you know what? To me, it's like when I think back, it's funny. I have to think back now, years. But when I think about Flyers playoffs and being in that building, a lot of the Flyers playoff games are like a Saturday afternoon, a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And I just know that feel. And I feel like if they win tonight, that is what it's going to feel like on Sunday. And, the Bruins just got smacked around a little bit the other night by the Panthers. Here's the other thing. The Bruins are playing Tampa Bay tomorrow night.
Oh, that's great.
So they have a quick turnaround. They
That's
play
great.
like 5:00 Saturday night. So the table is set. We just have to win tonight. And listen,
Are they
I don't
home?
know.
Are they home or on the road?
I think the Bruins. I'm not sure. They may be on the road because they played. I think they played Florida on the road, so they must be on the road.
Oh, that's tough.
That's
Dude,
tough.
that's tough.
You're getting people all fired up. My friend Jason was a big fan of the book Hail Mary. Just heard you go off. He loved the movie. He said,
Oh, come on.
He said, TV Todd, not movie Todd.
That's disrespectful, Todd. We don't take that slander over here. We don't take any
Yeah.
of that slander.
Yeah, well, listen, okay. Here's I don't even know where to start.
You're dealing with the
I
tasteless.
don't even know where to start. I can say again, like I said, probably a great book. When you watch this, it's cartoonish. It's completely cartoonish.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm all about it. I believe you.
No,
100% on this.
Todd, don't worry about a communion wafer has more taste than VG and his friends.
They're not bad.
You're
Because
right.
you wanted me to mention, and I know it sounds like I'm doing a plug, but I'm going to mention this because you told me to mention this, and I think your audience would like it. The one thing I can recommend for your audience to watch this weekend is that documentary, March in the Garden.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. In fact,
Yes.
Danny, I think you're going to love this. So we did a documentary with Fox Sports where we filmed the Big East tournament this year. But we do it in a 1-hour documentary where we tell you a little bit of the history of the Big East tournament, how it ended up in New York, why it ended up in New York. And it's a behind the scenes of how it starts with the awards presentation. And then we're embedded in with Pitino and, all the way through the finals. And it premiered the other night, Wednesday night on Fox Sports and, FS1. And it's being replayed multiple times. But I really think you and your audience are going to really,
You
really
know what?
like
That's
it.
a perfect thing to watch.
Todd, where's it?
Before the Final Four.
Where's it being? Where would I find it to stream it, or I did just like DVR? it
Yeah,
whenever
no,
we're
it's
playing
on it's on demand. I think Fox Sports. It's on their. It's going to
Okay.
be on their YouTube
No, that sounds
channel
amazing.
too.
Sounds
Yeah,
great.
it's
That's right
really
up my alley.
it's really good. It's got everybody's in it. It's like we got we got Bill Rafferty, Gus Johnson, we got Francesa, Dana O'Neill, like everybody's in it. Meta World Peace. Like it's really it's Val Ackerman, the commissioner of the Big East. I mean, I think it's really well done. It's the game footage is very cinematic. So people seem to really like it so far. But your Palestra idea, Danny, this is why you and I need to talk about it at some point.
Yeah, no, it sounds great. I'll definitely tune in. And yeah, I mean, I love this stuff, and I'm sure there's a massive audience for it. I mean, there's so many people that are just all in on this, and to see the behind the scenes stuff. I'm lucky enough to work in sports where I get to see it, but so many people, like when I talk to people about it, they just like, wow, they get lit up about just kind of hearing about the behind the scenes stuff, or the path to get to certain places and events and why they're held. I think it's so interesting. So I think that'd be really cool to watch. And yeah, we definitely need to talk about.
Well, what's really cool. Like they make a point, and you guys are more basketball people than I am, but they make a point that there's many arguments to be made that Big East tournament is much more challenging and interesting and important than March Madness.
Wow.
It's because it's intense. It's every night. It's the level of competition.
The history of the league.
And it's the Garden, right? It's the league, like you said, Dan, right? Like it's still UConn back now, right? St. John's, like these classic basketball schools. And it's the Garden, man. The Garden's a mystique. Well, that's why the Palestra thing would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's addressed in it.
There's ghosts.
The Garden is a character. The Garden is part of the competition. It's integral in it, and that's why I think it's really interesting. So so check it out. Called March in the Garden.
That's awesome.
Can't wait.
That's cool, man.
Might watch that today.
Congratulations, brother. That's fantastic. That's great.
Well,
stuff.
Tom, I did it with Tom Farrell. I produced it with him, and Tom is very good at those sports documentaries. He really understands. He lives and breathes basketball, so he really gets it.
So once again, what's the doc called? What's the title?
It's called March in the Garden. And if anybody Googles Fox Sports or Fox FS1, it'll pop up as to where it is.
Tony the ref wants to know. He's in.
All right.
He's
Love
in.
that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My brother, you're the greatest, man. We love you. We'll all be texting tonight during the Flyers game.
Yep, and we will be texting. And listen, next
About
week
paradise.
when we're on the show, we will know the Flyers' fate next Friday. We absolutely will. So let's get ready.
Let's go. Let's go.
Go Flyers.
Good stuff, brother.
Go Flyers, boys.
Love you, buddy. The great Todd, TV Todd.
Hottie toddy, like an Ole Miss.
I like when he gets hottie Todd. He gets
That's
that.
nice.
That's
I
good
like that.
stuff.
Yeah, we don't see that often.
Yeah, he's fired up.
Special birthday wishes to Tasty Cake Dom.
Oh,
Let's
Easter
go.
Sunday.
Birthday.
Sunday will be Dom's birthday.
Dom's a hoop head, man.
Oh,
I know.
legend.
I know he took his Dookies loss pretty hard, but he's locked in, man. Dom's got some great takes on hoops. He's been texting me and Anthony a lot.
He's a great hoopsman.
He's a hoops
Yeah,
guy for sure.
Yeah, he really is.
Happy birthday, Dom.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Danny and I, 4 hours tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we got
Schwartz is out.
a shift tomorrow, brother.
I did a show
4
on
hours.
Fox with Jeff Schwartz, used to play for the Giants. So he's out. So when he's out, I want Danny. So it's funny. The program director's like, should I text Daniel?
Damn.
And I go, yeah, it's a good idea. Whatever. I just told him 10 times today already.
But it's a good 4 hours is daunting at times, but we got a lot to talk about.
Nah, it's not daunting, brother.
We have fun.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. So tune in. Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, the brain will be on too later.
Oh, the brain?
He makes an appearance.
Oh yeah, the brain pops in.
I might have to pop in now if it's a party.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Yo, Ethan, great job, buddy.
Yeah, Ethan, nice work.
All week long, filling in for Julia, did fantastic work. Everybody, chat! Love you guys. Listen, happy Easter, happy Passover, the whole thing. Have a great weekend, all right? Love you guys. See you next week.
We all silly like the mayor.